You have no idea how tempted I was to just do that for like 5 minutes and then end the stream and have that be the entire thing. I was so incredibly tempted to just do that because that would be very on-brandedly stupid for me. But yeah, hello. What's there's the actual background stuff. That's too loud. Quiet you down. I realize now I was part of what I was memeing was setting up the Twitch stream, which is not up at the moment. So I guess you know what? Twitch is just getting a real hard cold open of me just being in the middle of a conversation with nothing. Why did you get membership? Because one of my moderators enjoys doing shotgunning. Because whatchamacallit. Some people enjoy shotgunning memberships all over the place. Notably, Mazorek is the one who mainly does it. I have, yeah. And you happened to get hit by the shot. Why are there 3 fish on screen? This is remnants from the last chatting stream that I did. And when I turned on the scene, I saw that they were all here. Oh god. Sorry, it has been very dry lately, and therefore my throat has not been liking it. But they are just a remnant of last stream, where we just kind of added a thing every half an hour-ish? Yeah, Doi, Roy, and Joy. I forgot their names. And then some reference, and then some character from whatchamacall, the game where it risks getting wet in the air. You got shot yesterday or something like that during the Perennial Order stream, I believe. Hold on, where is it? Yeah. So, we had that timer rolling, and that timer gives dictation of when next thing will be added. And I've decided arbitrarily that I'm bringing it back. Oh, my internet is dying. Enjoy the slideshow for a minute. Doi being the leader of the fish group. Yes, Doi is also known as my alternate head, because I just enjoyed Doi. So yeah, we're just gonna keep the gimmick up of the ominous timer. God, my throat has really not been liking the weather lately. It has been, I don't know if it has been really dry, but my throat has just been really not happy lately. I don't know, maybe this has other stuff. Oh, Doom and playing Doom. Which one? The originals, the 2016, Eternal, Discount Doom, whatever you want to call that one. By naming, yes. Well, we might have more to name. It really depends. Do I still have the? I absolutely do not still have the original wheel we used. Oh, internet. Why do you? Oh, why do we employ such incompetence in today's world? Never mind. That's a debate I don't want to get into. What was I in the middle of? I was in the middle of doing something. Hold on, wait. The timer should be more ominous and centered. There we go. The third one, so Eternal? Gotcha. All right, the timer is up there. It's ominous. If anyone asks what the timer is for, make a panic out of it. If people don't know what the timer is for, make them panic. That is what we're going with. I swear, the way OBS and my internet interact with each other, like, they're on drugs. Yeah, I guess just enjoy the slideshow whenever it comes up. Hold on, where is... Hold on, we have a way of making this funny.
Imagine a droideka, but with flamethrowers as both arms.
That sounds cool. One second. 1 second. We do that. That was the wrong button. Hold on. Just give me a moment. This. And there. Alrighty. Oi. You do German better. That is, you get it done well enough. The only thing I have positive to say about English is you don't really need to understand it in order to understand it. Okay. Hence, you can do it incredibly broken. I will still understand what you mean. Boop, 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 and all right. If ever my internet takes a death, we're just gonna pop this on, and people will just understand. You get to cover up the Risk of Rain thing because I don't know. I played Risk of Rain once many years ago. Oh well, it appears. Yeah, we're putting this on so long as my internet have issues. The two droidicas. Well, for now, we're gonna kind of just. I'm gonna start with just being in my personal screen. Hold on. And my personal screen within the computer. Hold on. How do I? Somehow this is fitting. We can put you there because you're kind of out of the way. Okay. PowerPoint logo. Yeah, the PowerPoint logo gets to be here because my internet is having having an on-off moment. Therefore, I just want people to understand that that's what's happening. Oh. The bigger the dips, we can just like crank it up. Like if it gets really bad, we can just make it literally the entire screen. Or if we really want to, we can just be like, there we go. This is now a pee stream. That sounds like a stream that would take place in front of a toilet. Too many. Oh, this is an interesting chain of things where I give Furret his, and then Furret gives you yours, and then we just keep on going. And then it will be your job to pass the name onward. This is the tradition we must do. And eventually the origin and the originators will be lost. Oh. Roger, indeed. Also, yes, the gun is still covering chat partially. I'm not changing that. That is, the gun gets to cover chat. What am I detecting? That sounds ominous. What am I detecting? Wait, I was gonna do something. What the hell was I gonna do? I had something in mind. Right, I forgot to... That's what I forgot to do. There we go, okay. I never turned on my mod-specific codes for talking yet. So funny enough, my mods were the ones who literally couldn't talk if they showed up. The funniness of that is a little bit amusing. The ones who are supposed to have explicit privilege to speak. Marketable plushie. That's just chibi, but that would also require... God, okay. I somewhat regret not doing that earlier, because... global trade and the economy kind of went to shit, hell, and fuck all at the same time. So I wonder how that's gonna do if I try and... You know, that's gonna be a... if that end up happening. Will you ever get a voice? That is the exclusive voices are to moderators. Ugh. And I kind of just interchange the voice of generalist chat as is. That is the world's a vampire. The world is a vampire? I mean, a little bit. Oh, yeah. Q fake punishment. What? Do you want to be shot or something? Do you want like a false execution squad? I don't have an on-hand... Well, actually, no, quite literally, we do have a gun on script. We have Doi with Mazoric's gun up there. Never mind, we absolutely do have firearms that we could just funsies shoots. Did I turn on Bunny? No, I did not turn on Bunny. I swear, the one day I'm gonna forget Bunny exists, and that's the day it's gonna come into play. What? Execute orders. Look, I'm sorry. We cannot I feel like Order 66 is kind of like those hand sanitizers where it's like kills 99.9% of all bacteria. So you just, every time you use it, you get closer and closer, but there's always going to be that 0.1% of Jedi that are just like, yes, alive. All right. I completely forgot I still have a partially eaten slice of cheesecake here, so I'm just going to, real quick, don't mind me a cheesecake break. I had legitimately forgotten I just kind of set this cheesecake by me. I find it good. Some people, I'd say most people find it very good, and I very much agree with these people. I guess some people I think some people call it overrated, and obviously not everything is for everyone. But I enjoy it, and it is food to help me feel better when not feel good. This is a smiley face stream, therefore cheesecake involved. And that is how that goes, absolutely. God, how in the hell is my internet so pissing? Is it pissing? Yes, my internet is indeed pissing. I am a toilet and my internet does piss on me. I have no idea what the name will be. I have no idea exactly what that will end up being.
Doy, Roy, and Joy whispering about a mission.
That terrifies me as a concept. Because while he is moderator, I am not I am not inside his head as far as legal reasons are concerned. Therefore, I do not have direct access to the brain waves of the FERT. At least as far as any government knows. God, I feel like I need to make... 1 second. Sorry, my internet's having more issues than normal. We're gonna make the PowerPoint logo bigger to emphasize that. Everyone around here has free will, allegedly. Look, we won't go into that debate. Oh, excuse me. So you can do whatever you want. I won't stop you. I won't encourage you. I will, however, just go onto my computer and real quick prep myself for what I might want to... Why? Oh, did I accidentally grab you at some point? Hold on. Don't mind the fire. Actually, the fire should always be, like, up top. Dance time gets to go up higher. Where the piss is fire? I've lost my fire. Hold on, I've lost my fire. But it really helpful. He very much is. That's why I employ him unpaid as a moderator. Where is he? Alright, Terra King Salmon is still here. He's also a fish. Seriously, where did I put my fire? That's Chibi. Yes. What the f***? Crispy motherfucker. If anyone understands that reference, I will be amazed. If there's anyone who understands that reference. Okay, there's the fire. So you get to go up here, you get to go up here, and now we get to have party. Okay. Oh, okay, the fire isn't staying, but that is what we wanted to be here. Nice burn. The burn is good in need.
Ordering a loon extra crispy.
I mean, look, I'll at least be crunchy. This is at least gonna be crunchy, I guess. I don't know. This is the closest to crispy I got yet. Hold on, okay. I had to check that this was the version that had the hair going like that. Ugh. God, it really does look like I'm just being threatened by doy every... Hold on, we need to get my mouth back so you can get the doy. You know what? No, that's absolutely something I would make canon, is if someone attempted to bite me, I would absolutely just make myself have the property of pop rocks, just very aggressive pop rocks, just to mess with people. Why is your Discord... what do you mean by what do you mean by long? Why is Discord... I don't know what you entail by Discord long. Oh, right, I had this. Sorry, 1 second. Oh. No. We're saving that for sometime later.
Roy!
Oh, someone's excited about Roy. Roy, the fossil fish in the top left, yes. God, mime. There are times I wonder how I ever got anyone to even slightly enjoy my presence when I just make weird noises like that. I continue to not understand how anyone has ever showed up here whatsoever. Ugh. Well, so to bright comment. Look, apparently that is just you do, Roy. I'm always doy. I wonder what a voice that was trained. I wonder what would happen if we just got a voice that was purely trained off of me going doy. Hold on, that might be a new voice here. Hold on. Oh, that might be fun. Doy. Wait, what the? Oh, no, the timer just wasn't on that screen. I was wondering where timer was on a preview on YouTube, but then I remember I paused that before the timer showed up, and therefore the timer would never be there, and therefore I'm stupid. I'm a little silly on the dumb part. I think my internet's done having things. Okay, look, I think my internet is done dropping aggressively, so we're gonna re-shrink the PowerPoint logo. The PowerPoint logo is just to represent the everything. Oh my god. Bleh. Well, that just sounded like horrific shrieks of the damned. I don't know about that one. Wink. Nah, bring everything else back up. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. I do feel like every... Nah, we don't do that. Oh god. Ooh.
You made it sound like an boss fight name.
I don't entirely understand what that is meant to... 1 second. I don't think I did that. I think the demonic voice did that. The demonic? Yeah, I don't know how to... Look, I really just never know how to speak. What the hell? I do... Oh, interesting. Don't mind me. I'm just distracted by stuff elsewhere at the moment. Hold on. Okay, my distraction has ended. For the moment. Hell, Skybeck. Yep, I could not think. After fail. What do you mean by failed? It's been going for the past almost 2 hours. What do you mean fail? It was live, therefore, I almost wanted to just say cess. This better we... No, my English, to be fair, I like to joke saying English is my second language, gibberish is my first. Your internets were very bad. Skybeck, why the hell do you think I have the PowerPoint logo here? This is to indicate when my internet goes bad. My internet has already dropped almost 3,000. What the hell? Oh, it's upside down now. Hold on. It's like upside down under the screen. PowerPoint. My favorite Microsoft program. Microsoft PowerPoint. Yeah, look, this is just a stream of PowerPoint, and I have a slice of cheesecake that I wanted to finish. You need more... I need more power.
It looks like the PowerPoint hits Joy.
The PowerPoint just, hold on. Hey, Joy. Gish, 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 gish. Gish, 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 gish. Actually, no, that's not the gun that Doy has gets to shoot. Bang, bang. Ow, my face, compatible. Doy? Bang, bang, compatible. Oh, God, what the hell? You know, I don't know if this is a PSA of why you should or shouldn't sleam on streep deprivation. One of these days, I'm going to accidentally, in my speech slurring, say something incredibly offensive. Not because of intent, it's just going to be because I'm trying to say something completely different, and my tongue's just going to be like, no, you're racist now. That's just going to happen one day. Wait, the uppercut one? Who's uppercut? Wait, hold on. Oh, you mean the upside down one? 1 second, one second. Doi. Boy, bower point. Mine on drugs. Look, I do not need drugs. You don't need drugs to be whatever my brain is. I'm just trying to like cheesecake bite time. Oh. You have not lost your mind. I just never had mine, and therefore you're exposed to me. Autism, borderline. Not fully, borderline. I've told this, I think I've told it. I haven't told this as a story, but I have said I am borderline autistic. I was talking on Xbox mic. Probably because I'm leaning really far to the right and my mic is incredibly directional. And I have cheesecake in my mouth. This is the normal. This is the more normal, and I can kind of hear how I sound, so, oh my god, well. Yeah, have I ever told, yeah, I was on the autism spectrum for like a week or two before I was deemed, quote, too good socially. So that's how I say borderline autistic. I'm right on the edge. I love edging my autism. What about the forehead attack on the Geonosians? How does one become autism? Is this a case of like you are what you eat, so you have to eat someone who is autistic and then you become autism? Is that how this goes? I like edging my autism digital. Wait a minute. Sorry. I just find this funny. Both of you were collabing with Venv. One of you comes to the YouTube chat. One of you goes to the Twitch chat. I guess we just know where everyone is comfortable. A day of every time. You're born with it. Yeah, no. It just presents itself in different ways. I got no idea if... Well, the thing is, I got no idea if I were to be reevaluated, if something would change based on how they evaluate that. So I got no pissing idea, mate. It would make a level of sense to me, but also, because Roger. Ah, fair enough. You are autism together. You are the autism hide. Hive, not hide. No, you're a hide of autism, the one that cannot be penetrated. Yeah, it has been over a decade. Oh, not over a decade, just under a decade since I was under any type of evaluation for anything like that. So I got no idea. I should probably go back in and be like, yo, what up with my brain? Do I need a lobotomy or something like that? Do we need to go medieval? Also, right, I wanted to record doing. Okay, I put the cheesecake in my mouth and immediately took it back out because I realized I need to do something else with my mouth for a second. 1 second. Okay. All right. All right, that's a nice bite. The last bite of cheesecake there. Hold on. Cheesecake is consumed. And then, wah-da-da. Alright, cheesecake is consumed, therefore happiness level has gone up. What kind of cheesecake? I think that one was just a plain cheesecake. It's still good, but very plain. Also, we can shrink PowerPoint here for a moment, because it is now... It is seemingly less prominent. If we end up having internet issues, the PowerPoint logo grows. Drinking. I often view it more so like this. It's not that life is innately hell, it's that life is effectively wading through a river of shit. With a few light-hearted points where you can kind of just stand on rocks and enjoy it for a second before having to continue wading through the river of shit. Mostly not enjoyable, but the moments you do get to enjoy, oh, they are lovely. No, this is how I viewed it for a while. You know, that is very good. Yeah, survival is just the you know, the go onwardness. Hold on, how much? Interesting. God, I have no idea. I have no idea how anything on the terms of like live stream and latency goes, but I like how some days my just YouTube, at least on my end, is less latency than Twitch. I spy a Skywalker. No, there's no Skywalkers left. There's only the fake one who took their name. Otherwise, the Skywalkers are extinct. You know, I like to imagine you as you are a special B1 battle droid who survived all the Clone Wars and hid away during the entire Empire stuff. And now you're still alive. Both at the same time. Well, death can be painless. Death can be painless. They are not intrinsically linked. They're just... I was trying to say something there that meant something. What is it? No. Is it? I'm trying to say something along... What are you? I don't know. I was trying to say something along the lines of... all poo-poos are pee-pees, but not all pee-pees are poo-poos, but with death and pain, and then I realized I don't have a way of making that make sense. Huh. Huh. No pain, no gain. It's no pain, no gain. That's how that saying goes. But something. No, there's something along those lines. Me. Right. What did I ever? I feel like I had an intent of at least. Whenever I do these random, greeting or emote face or typed out face streams. My idea is usually not very concrete, but I usually, in my own brain, have at least something I'd like to do at this point. What is this? I would say it's my fever dream come to life, but no, there's a video about that one. Also, Kabold, because on-screen chat cuts off because a gun is over it, I legitimately saw your name and I was like, oh, why is little Karibo visiting this channel? What's he doing? I legitimately was about to be like, oh man, that's a weirdly high-profile name to be around here, especially because I haven't streamed Yu-Gi-Oh! In so long. Oh, the delusions of... I don't even feel I don't know if... Oh, you see? Look, I am tired. This is leftover from other stream. Ugh. And I decided to keep the gimmick up. Yes, the one that decided to multiply and do kamikaze tactics onto the thousand-eyed flesh creature of Pegasus. I tried to make that as weird as possible. While making it still make sense. Like we all remember that final duel between Yugi and Pegasus of the original season. War crimes? Yeah, something like that. But it wasn't a war, and it was outside of the jurisdiction of the Geneva Convention. I don't think the Shadow Realm is within the Geneva, I think the Shadow Realm is outside of jurisdiction of most world governments.
Trick shot with the Death Star.
How the hell would you do... I just imagine...
Maximum pulse!
I really need to get you something way more... just send me audio files that I can just shove into your folder so that you have something more relevant to the channel. Yeah, there's too much plot armor. It's called... What the hell is that? It's called the Millennium Puzzle, and also literal cheating, as is, if I'm not mistaken, revealed in the final duel. Literally just send me audio files that I can make you have better, more relevant sound effects with. MP3 file? Yes. Oh, wait, does it set to... Hold on. I think the file... It's set to read MP3s, right? That is Task Manager, not my code. Hold on. Audio file, random audio file. What the hell is audio file Bennies don't work in the terminal. Okay. How do you search for a thing in this? The folder. That's the trigger audio folder. That is the one I'm looking for here. Oh god, what? Oh, right. You know, it's funny, I forgot my own stream title, and then I was like, why is everyone smiling at me? And then I'm like, oh, right, they're smiling because the smile is that. And I realize now, every one of my mods is going to trigger a sound effect the moment they show up with that. Okay, seriously, where the hell? Trigger audio file, if file? Yeah, MP3s and WAVs are the two that can do that. And there's a 1 in 6 chance... There is currently a 1 in 6 chance of non-moderators triggering the random sound effects. Also, I had an idea of something I wanted to add personally to this. Hold on. Where's the miscellaneous folder? Oh, wait, where's Mr. Stabby? Mr. Stabby's a good ad. This. Pictures, thumbnail. Miscellaneous. What the hell? So everyone, while I'm busy looking for stuff... Sorry, I've completely forgot. I saved a YouTube URL because on one of my streams, and ironically it was the stream that started my saga of making Dead by Daylight pig videos, where the URL ended in this, which is really tiny, but it ended in Fatty Pig. Oh, right, I also forgot the timer kind of just goes off there. Blowing up... What do you mean by blowing up? Why are VTubers blowing you up? What have you done to upset VTubers? Either that or what do you mean? We could bring back the original fish. The time my character in Destiny had a random, incredibly sharp erection. I have several images of gremlins, the head of the girlfriend I murdered, jumping spider, random kryptonite, assorted Luigi pieces. War crimes? Yeah, something like that. Dude, how did I never... Hold on, this needs to go in Mazoric special folder. The Mudkip eating the Gulpin's ass. I have a lot of interesting images in here, I'm realizing. Gordon Ramsay's head. The elephant head. Droidica. Look, the Droidica can come later. I did want to just add something of my own in here first. Hold on, where this goes into the Mazoric folder. What is... random weeping angel... Hey, wow, that's actually... Oh, man. Huh, interesting. I should probably go and finish that. That's an unfinished outfit concept I had for myself at some point. I completely forgot I made this. I call this one Van V. This is what we're adding. Oh god, I'm gone. Forgot about this one. All right. There we go. We get to have Van V now. Where the hell does Van V go? Van V gets to go here. What does that make you? That makes you very well accomplished. Hold on. There you go. All right, we get to have Van V gets to go here now. That's where Van V gets to go. All right, and also timer resets. And next time I'll start taking directions, and by directions I mean suggestions. Ugh. Actually, I'd consider it more so impressive that you've done that many war crimes and there's still any life left. So on one hand, it's impressive that you got the number that high, but also somehow you failed to fully eradicate everything. And every kid runs to the van. No, don't worry. It's Van V. Van V is the one driving the van. Also, hold on, let me just, let me get the grapple droidica here. 1 second, grapple droidica. Right, yeah, this one. Yeah, I can say, oh, this one actually does look quite cool. God, that does. Do you not have a PNG version of yourself? Why was it I couldn't actually get the battle droid grappler or whatever the hell it's properly called to show up when I looked for it, but when I look up the... Yeah, okay, 1 second. Save image at... We're just gonna real quick we're just gonna save the grapple droidica because that is probably what's gonna be here. 1 second. There. Oh! Yeah, Van V. Van V gets to live right there. Okay, calling all worlds. Ah, gotcha. How many genocides is that? How many genocides have you indeed and that was the wrong button. Look, eventually that might just kind of booped. At least 4.5 genocides. Those are some incredibly dense populations if you're counting. We're not counting single cell organisms. It looks like Doi is doing an investigation. Like, Doi's a cop. Doi's getting a police hat, by the way, after I'm saying this. Like, Doi's a cop holding up a picture of the van with Van V in it, and he's, like, holding a gun to a suspect, like, tell me what you know. Doi, tell me what you know about the van. I'm investigating, Doi. Doi. Do you know anything about this van? What the hell was I about to... Hold on. Where is... There's that. There's the original Doi images. Orange really? That is incredible. That is a very large amount of genocides, and God, that's a lot of death. Oh wait, no, that's war crimes. The audio you sent. What have you? All right, what has this? Sound for stream. Wow, you're being really non-specific about this. All right, well, everyone's figure out what Thumb wants to be known for. Yeah. I would say, where did you get this? But I have a strange feeling you could have literally gone to any random stream in the past. You could have just clicked a random time point, and the odds of you finding me making a random noise like that are actually relatively high. Okay, well, 1 second. Hold on. Clicky here. Hit download. That goes into there. I now go into folders. We go out to here. We click and drag. We click and drag you over here. We go to the downloads tab, and then in here we go to the folder that I have designated for you.
Thanks, YouTube, for not notifying me.
So if only you had a Discord account that had a notifications on roll that enabled you to receive notifications via Discord. It's almost like there's an option. That's from the first clip. Actually, wait a minute. Didn't Furret... Hold on, one second. Yeah, I think it was Furret who did, One second. I mean, there was this clip from the last stream I just did. One second. I return to physical.
Brother! So do we get something from them?
Yeah, it seems we do. Can we make children now? It's hilarious for it because you said Venvi didn't notice it. I completely forgot I said that already. By the time that clip was finished. Where the pissing was I pissing? You're here, which means I need to go to this folder. Where, YouTube stuff...
I can't give Doi Cop hat!
I have a... That'll be happening in a minute. I need to...
Maximum pulse!
Give me a minute. I have not inserted audio file into you folders. No, that's not in Python. Audio files? No, it's literally out here, isn't it? Special? No. Oh, wait. It literally defines the audio path. Hold on. Oh, the file path. It is... E... Oh, chat audio right there. Chat audio. Mods. Thumb. We get rid of the Iron Man line. This action can't be completed because this file is open in Python. Thumb, I'm about to kill you real quick. You cannot speak for a second or two? Hold on. Oh, God. Hold on. God, I actually... One second. Incoming Thumb. For setting... Bass boost is not volume. Okay, this one is you, so kill you. Now I delete the Iron Man one. I insert... and move here. I mean, you should have brought it up to really high volume because, I mean, we all know how loud Furret's apocalypse roar is. And if we don't, I'm sure he'll demonstrate it right now. Then we go here. Oh, how you attempt to be silent, but my devious hand has made it so easy for you to talk. Oh my god, I will forever love the... It's not... Hold on. Furret is dinosaur. No, Furret is just burb. You controls, see that? Hold on. And then Thumb attempts to speak now because I need to real quick make sure your vocal cords did not actually end up cut in error. All right. Use exclamation speak or the sound if you would like. I presume we're gonna have to reboot after this anyway, but yeah, no, it's good to know if you can actually talk because... God! Oh, it definitely works. It definitely works. Yeah, just balance it all out, make it come to the 0 dB threshold. 100 million sounds. I mean, in theory, I could. Actually, in theory, something I could do that would be very odd would be to take all the song covers I've done, chop them up into tiny bits, and then just put them into a folder and see what disconnected song ends up coming out of it. That would be horrible, yet hilarious at the same time. I mean, I can absolutely do that. I just click and drag the new one into the folder. Just be a sound. What does it say? I think currently Zorak has 3 sound effects in the folder, which are Nemesis going stars. The flashbang sound effect, and the other noise that I actually don't remember the name of, but sounds like a checkout jingle. The jingle of being checked out by a cash register, not the jingle of checking someone out. Because as we all know, when you check someone out, you make a visible, audible jingle from your being. Once a soul Look, I'm sorry. There's been some massive soulflation lately. Those aren't really that valuable nowadays. There's like there's too many souls existing. Those are their value and impressiveness has diminished. Yes. I still need to go back and finish the original Resident Evil 3 at some point. I do just wish it had a difficulty that didn't limit how many saves there are. Loaded sound for stream 1. God, do I love that we have the same... Can I just say, God, do I love that we have the same file naming scheme, which is just, oh, I need to export the same thing. Add 1 to the end of it so it's a different file. We have... You get it because of Jill? Yes. All right. How loud is this now? Yeah. That's still because of how short it is. Yeah. All right. Download that one. That you. Go to thumbs folder. Move that here. All right. Code should be updated. Just give me a few emote walls. Just give me a few emote walls, Thumb. Or just a few messages that are just emotes, you know? You can make it louder. I say keep it to the... Whenever you're balancing audio for output... Yeah. Okay, we keep going until we get the new one. Hold on. It's a... Oh. Yeah, it's only triggered the old one so far, so yeah, just keep on rolling it. Yeah. Hey! Yeah. Oh, there's the big loudies. There's the lovely big loudies. You only need one sound, yes. And yet somehow you do have two, because... Actually, I could... Okay, this is the thing. I kind of wanted to make it harder for mods to trigger it, because I enjoy regular people having it be the emote triggers. Because regular people, the normies among you who call yourself my people. Wait, you're so... I'm confused by what you mean by that, but I do not like the laggy turds. Ooh, trigger plus. Ooh. That one could be. I was more so saying for moderators to trigger it. For it, I was gonna make you have to type in like "rar" or something like that, and then it makes the apocalypse noise. Mazoric, I don't know what I would want to trigger his to. I want to keep it random, though, because if you have multiple sound effects, I find it funny that you don't have control over that. Dash 1? God, we do share a brain cell sometimes. Oh god, how loud? Yeah! Did you pitch that up, too? Yeah, so you'd have to type in RAR, and then that would end up making the, whatchamacallit. I feel like that would be funny. And that, yeah, whatever. We can just have gobby thumbs. 1 second. And then you do download. That is not what I want to open. There's the Battle of Droidica, which I will need to get. My brain. Okay, that to you. Clicky, draggy, move. Alright. New folder sound in sound. Normal surprise or sheer heart attack. But it does sound like you pitched it up in the new one. Soul, do you have a soul to lock with? That is the other question. Also, okay, right. Hold on. I need to get into character real quick. So, give me a minute. There's gonna be 1 second. There you are. Because I want to try a thing here. Hold on. There's gonna be many doi happening here. I'm going to be recording this because I want to see what a voice ends up doing with this. Hold on. Doi. 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 Doi, doi, doi. 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 Doi, doi, doi. Doi. Doi, doi. Doi. Doi, doi, doi. Doi. Doi, doi, doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, doi, doi. Doi, doi, doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi. Doi, doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, doi, doi. 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 Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 di, di, doi, doi. Doi, doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi. Doi, doi. Doi, doi. All right, let me just find my reaction to the scream real quick. It's moments like that where I both understand and am confused by the fact that I continue to have some level of audience. Hold on. What are you tied to? That you get to go to this. No, that's a regular one. Hold on. Okay, yep, that was the fear noise. Okay. Get rid of you and export audio. Alright. So confused and yet confused to enjoy themselves. Look, I hope. I will say No, I have noticed, my theory was completely correct, that viewership numbers and audience retention and all that would absolutely tank once Library of Ruina ended. I did not actually expect how much it would be, but, 1 second. But yeah, lately viewership and all that have kind of tanked off of a cliff. So, okay, we go here. I'm not even going to test the voice. I'm just going to go to voices, and we're going to take that audio file, and we're going to turn it into a new voice. I don't know what Doi voice is going to end up being. But, yeah. Happens? Yeah, no, it is. Yes. I appreciate that. I've actually been saying this behind the scenes lately, is I feel I need to change some level of things around the channel if I want it to have any type of... Can you have the Doi voice? Only moderators have special voices. And also, Frank, that's kind of going to be dependent on if Legends AZ comes, or ZA comes out. If Legends ZA comes out, then I will end up probably playing that. And also, okay, here's a funny thing. I know people are upset with, like, Nintendo and the Switch 2 and such. However, I am probably going to still end up buying it because, here's the thing, for me it's a tax write-off. Because I'm going to use it for this, which I get paid for. So I'm not as affected by it. I at least have that going for it. I have something that's a reason. Okay, hold on. Where do I... How in the hell do I make new voices on this again? God, they have changed some stuff since I last made stuff. Pronunciation dictionaries, that's an interesting thing. Community library, my voices, voice type. Add a new voice, there we go. Instant. I don't open the Microsoft. Okay, we go here, we go here. Alright. Click and drag doi. Next. God, they updated the process on how you make voices here, I guess. Jesus. Hey, birdie. Okay, that one. Doi. Description. Doi. I have all necessary rights and consent. Yeah, I consent to myself. I give my... Okay, save voice. Please set values for each label. Label language, value, English. Oh, I can set different languages. Hold on. Oh, you can... Hold on. Accent, gender, and age. You can set these? No. We're letting it roll. Thank you, Thumb. God, that is gonna be... We have Oh Daddy jump scare, and now we have this. Okay. So we saved doi. I need to now grab the API key. Try out your new voice. No, I'm not gonna try out the voice. We're just gonna see what this does. 1 second. Copy the voice ID. We go into the code. Copy paste that. Kill that code. Run new code. Alright. I have no idea what doi is gonna end up sounding like. Alright. PowerPoint. Oh, yeah, Yuki, sorry. That was because of the, whatchamacallit. That was because of the internet issues that happened earlier on. I wanted people to, you know, I wanted to have that there for the sake of it. Alright, this. Alright. Doi voice is now live. I would like everyone who is not a moderator attempt to speak, and we see what doi voice sounds like, because I don't know. Alright. It's still at 50-50. I didn't change the odds. It's still at 50-50. Everyone keep on talking. You gotta exclaim speak.
Hello, hi. Beautiful, beautiful.
I love him. I love the doi boy. It came out perfectly. Oh, doodlebop. No. Nihoi minoi.
Do. Oh.
Well, that sounded mildly terrifying. I don't know. Someone, I never encourage this, so please just take this as an opportunity that it is. I'm going to encourage people to aggressively place long copy pastas into chat so that we can see what this ends up looking like. Because or to see what it ends up sounding like, I should say.
Execute Order 66.
Order 66. Oh my god. Why is it? God, you are at 50, right? You're at 50-50, right?
All my fault, you say? What fault? I dare say it's all thanks to me.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to update it. The code was apparently at 1 in 3. Let me just change that to 1 in 2. Alright, it is now at 50-50.
Death doi.
That's menacing. That is megalodonically... Words are hard, and I'm just gonna give up. Words hard.
You may fire when ready. Holy moly.
It really doesn't want to hoi moi minoi. It really does not want to hoi moi minoi. Oh. Team fire. Yeah, it's just tipped. Oh, that is amazing. Damn. Yeah, type it. It just
Hoi moi minoi.
Oh, hey, apparently.
Will I get the supplies?
Get the supplies. Oh, this is perfect.
Line 17. Holotake aim fire.
No, apparently he's got a cold. He sounded real nasally there. Sounded real nasally. That, go to this, then we go to this. This.
Good, Anakin.
I can't tell what that thing you just put. Frank, what the hell is that icon? Because it popped up as an icon in the Python code. Hold on. What the hell actually was that? Oh, is that an Among Us? Oh my god, it actually is an Among Us. I didn't think it was an Among Us, and then it showed up as an Among Us. It actually... Oh my god, my instincts were correct. But you can now have an army. What do you mean by have an army? I'm confused and scared. That. Okay. Got you, got you. And here, and then we go here, we go to here. Should be able to...
Good, Loon. Good. Hello, Wiggy.
You know what? Among Us causing a seizure is very believable. Doink doink. Okay, good. Thank you for having decent color strikingness.
It is terrifyingly, horrifically, horrendously, and amogus.
That sounds almost like a grandparent who lived through the Among Us era and was like, oh, don't remind me of that time. For the dark times, before the Among Us.
You do me, SpongeBob. Deep-seated amogus trauma.
Very deep, very seated, very excessively trauma.
Doy him.
Yes, you are indeed a doy. All right, everyone enjoy. I was like, yeah, well, I'm busying some stuff. Okay, that's. Yeah. Why did that take so long to fire on my end?
I love through the sussy imposters.
Hi, Dwefty.
You still have your effeminate voice. Sorry, you're not doy. But hey, we have a new voice, and it's doy. It is literally just me going doy. Ah, I love that.
Fire the cannons now.
Roger, Roger. Every time I see Roger, Roger, I do feel inclined to do it. That. Alright. Goes there. Okay.
Alright, to this, I'm Steve.
I am Steve. To be fair, that seizure appears to be what...
Jacko Light. Rogue.
What the hell does... that was supposed to be Roger, but slightly funnier. Oh, funnies. Good funnies. Roger.
Roger, EMP1 doy droid.
That's fun. I don't even need to do the doying anymore. Just the doy can be the doy. Wait a minute, hold on. Do I still have this?
I need to test the thing.
Oh.
And steel.
Oh yeah. Also, we should probably test this. If anyone wants to try and make doy do horrific shrieks, long strings of vowels are how we do that.
Army fire the cannons and rifles.
I don't usually do the long strings of vowels and see how that does. I don't want this to be like a long-standing thing, but I do want to know what doy's shrieks are.
Here I am.
Oh, that's funny. No. Count Lunku. Oh, that's how you should do that. Hold on. Where the hell do I not have the... Not here. Where the hell would that be? Where the hell would that... Wait, what did... The Doi voice.
You fool, I have been trained in your doi arts by Count Loco.
By Count Loco!
You fool. Get out of my army.
Okay, this will get old eventually. But for now, it is a mix of hilarious and horrifying. Where the hell is this one image I'm trying to find? Okay, well, the point of the joke is past at this point. I guess I can still... Okay, the point of my original joke is past. I'm gonna leave y'all with Doi for a moment. My timer has gone up. There's gonna be adding of the grapple droid when I get back. But I'm gonna quick be right back. Doi equal funny. You can do whatever you wish with the Doi voice. So real quick, switch to the be right back, and let me just turn on the chibi bounce so you guys have something to look at. Be right back. I missed it. Did Chibi just corner? Yeah, I don't know. Someone else can look at that. Be right back.
Nope, no chibi corner.
Stanley walked through the left door. You are funny.
Return I do. How are you? Do you have colonoscopy? I was looking for a word there, and how the hell does colonoscopy be what I got? Also, because look, that we have the added droidica. Hold on, where do I want the droidica to be? Yeah!
Hi, Risha. Yeah, bye. Just kidding, are you?
Okay, the Discord noise at the end is what made that funny. I was like, where the hell do I battle droid here? Okay, well, there's a word. Yes. Dancing droid, dancing droid, dancing droid. You get to be like here, I guess. All right. Look, I give colonoscopies. The droid gets to. It really looks like his. It looks like he's being censored by the PowerPoint logo. P stands for packin', and we gotta censor it. Hold on, there we go. There we go. We are currently censoring.
Microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
Why did he become snooty? I guess to be pronouncing that word in general. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, so we have P stands for actually, you know what? Everyone
Censored for higher productivity due to how much they pack in.
Exactly. Why does Doi get an accent every so often? Doi, is there something you're not telling me about why you get an accent every so often? Doi, what do you have to say for yourself?
Ironic that Loon doesn't want to be near a grapple droidica.
I can imagine they actually give decent hugs. If it weren't for the... Okay, here's the thing. You give a grapple droidica, you give them a good amount of padding. You give them a good amount of padding, and God, they would give the best hugs, I presume. That is my envisionment. God, now I want to be hugged by a droid. Now I want to just be hugged by a grapple droid. Just wrap me in the oh-so-tight embrace of machinery. With some level of padding, of course. Just raw metal probably is not very comfortable. So we're just gonna... Yeah, we're gonna go with that. We're just gonna say we pad them up a little bit, and then we go for the ever-loving tight hug of embrace that I would probably never escape because, dear God, they would never let go.
I'll hug you asterisk hugs in a doyish way, asterisk.
Yeah, no, that... Because I very much enjoy giving incredibly tight hugs. Some people enjoy it, some people find it off-putting, but I'm just... I enjoy giving the hugs. Ugh, I realize... God damn it. Well, on my be right back. I never refilled my water bottle.
A B1 grapple variant has claws. The B2 grapple variant has longer claws, and the grapple droideca is the one that crushes.
So in other words, the crush one is the one I want. You know there's someone who will have the thought, yes, crush me, mommy, droidica, grapple. Albeit, a lot of people are probably going to assume that's me right now. So, something along those lines. Look, it is rare I get to give hugs nowadays, but it's something I have historically very much enjoyed. Some water. Look, I'm finishing off what's left in the water bottle, and then we're gonna go get that, and then we're gonna come back, and then. Look, I swear again, my brain had a vague idea for what I want. To be fair, my brain, before the stream started, my brain had intrusive thoughts of open the stream with a cold open of me just making meep meep noises, and then end the stream after 5 minutes with no explanation. Ugh. I do think at some point a stream that lasts approximately 2 minutes at most would be funny. To a point, if I could find a way to properly get it to work. So. No, lovely neck. Lovely neck crack, alright. Exactly 12 minutes. The only problem is, could I keep up the mip mip noises for that long? Also, yeah, now my water bottle is officially empty. You ever just drink some water? You ever just drink water and think, that tasted more watery than normal? Like, it's water, but it tasted more like water. You know? I feel like I might just be exposing myself as some level of insane, but you get the idea. Like, it tastes more water than normal. Either way, I'm just going to do the portal out. Be right back. So, real quick. Be right back. The timer's still going to tick down. Enjoy a conversation about pineapples for the next, 30 seconds or something.
More water per water for each water of water consumed.
More water than water?
Yes, highly water.
Yeah. I now have more water. I have no idea how that actually sounds outside of my own head. Probably odd, but
I drank vinegar one time and I liked it.
I'm back
I didn't see.
and
I also like raw onions. I'm never gonna be
onions are
considered
good.
normal, but that's okay because I don't want to be considered normal. Haha, I'm crazy.
Okay, cool, bub. What was I? I am active. God, my throat has not been fun lately. I'm realizing I'm playing with my mouth in a way that is only going to be visible to what I'm seeing on the OBS backend, because the P here has its centering lines on where it is, and one of them was right over my mouth. Ugh. continue to want... Ugh. God, there... Yeah, every so often... Oh my god, I cannot. The verb to appease the machine spirit. Well, how do I appease that? And how do I also... Look, I have 2 computers. Like, I have... Literally, one of them only currently exists to monitor Twitch at the moment. Like, I don't... That... Oh, yeah. Computer number 2 handles the rare hand cam streams. Oh, I figured that one out, because I would like to keep my... Oh, how the hell did I...
Loon is a loom.
Yeah, something like that. God, I meant to put this in here somewhere earlier when it was like, oh, I don't need to do DOI myself now. You guys have access. Can't be stopped. God, why couldn't you have been found when I wanted to... Why were you hiding in my folder? How dare you hide in my folder? How dare you hide from me in my folder for longer than I accept? In a way that I could not... I lost all sense of anything to do at that moment.
Tap the grapple droid Decker, and let's see what it could do.
What do you mean by tap it? I'm confused. Like, hold on. What? I mean, I guess I can go just like boop, 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 boop. This kind of tapping.
Why
boop,
does
boop.
Loon's butt hurt?
Well, that's because of the sitting I do every so often. Look, very unironically, it has been relatively sore as of late.
Tap it, duh. You know, tap.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Sorry. Okay, hold on. No, let me... I'm gonna tap it real quick. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Not really. This I need to... Don't mind me. Don't mind me. We're doing a thing here at the moment. Hold on. I'm behind my microphone. You're not going to hear me as clearly. That. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, we are about to tap the droid. There, he's been tapped.
Now that I see the grapple hands, I think the grapple droidica can lift heavy objects like walkers.
That wouldn't surprise me. The grapple droidica has in fact been tapped. Thank you, my stupid sense of humor.
It looks like Diddy.
It is. For anyone who doesn't know, Detective Tapp is a character from the first Saw movie, played by Danny Glover. So, I have turned the grapple droidica into a Detective Tapp droidica. In other words, I have tapped the droidica. I love the places my mind goes to at some points. This ain't one of those cases, but it is a funny place. Also, I'm not realizing I didn't cut out all of the... Yeah, I didn't get all of the white background out of that droidica. Yeah, screw it. It's good enough. It is good enough for the purposes of what the stupidness we are doing right now. We don't need super high-fidelity PNGs for anything, despite the fact that I took painstaking detail on some PNGs on here. Alright. Now I realize... we have a Detective Tapp grappling droidica with Microsoft PowerPoint censoring it.
I spit on you.
That really did sound like salivation out-of-mouth protrusion. Ugh.
Joy looks like it's whispering to the grapple droideka.
You're not wrong! Just whispering into Detective Tap Droideka. Just, hey, the Jigsaw Killer. He's the old man named John Kramer. What the? Oh. So I was looking at you know how Windows has the search bar that every so often suggests searching certain things? Like, oh, it's XYZ Day. I looked at the icon. Apparently it's for Bat Appreciation Day, but the way it looks to me right now, I genuinely was like, is there some celebration of furries that goes on today? Because with my blurred vision and the way the icon looks, it really just looks like a fursuit head to me. But then if I look closer, it's a very clear.
I'm Doy, and if you don't tell me what you're whispering, I'm gonna shoot my gun. More like the grapple droideka was shocked by what it heard.
Hulk smash!
Apparently it heard Hulk smashing. Apparently, I guess, I don't know. Also, it does appear to be a T-posing bat. Intonation, yeah, apparently it is like a little T-posing bat, but from leaning back a little bit, it really looks like the head of a fursuit. TFF? What the hell is TFF? One second. TFF. What the hell is TFF? Oh, Texas Furry Fiesta. Okay. So I did not know that off the top of my head, but Google is a very helpful friend in this case. Google was incredibly helpful to figure that out. Ugh. God. Oh. Okay, I do want to stream tomorrow. Hold on. Ugh. So I'm trying to think of a few things here of like what I want to do. Because my brain, oh god. Focus my brain, focus my brain, focus my brain. Actually, hold on. Wait a second. Can I? What the hell are you? I have no idea what I'm looking at over here. Oh, hold on. One second. Oh, goddamn. Why does Steam break like this every so often? Hold on. Task manager, I need you to kill. Wait, if I kill Steam, is that gonna... I may end up, accidentally disabling myself here in a minute. Hold on. Multiple Python instances. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yep. Nope, whoops. Don't. Okay, well. Don't mind me. I just had to do that because Steam was misbehaving. Do I have a quick access PNG I can just shove in there? Hold on. I'm sure I do. Hold on. Yeah, screw it. Yep. There we go. Look, you get this until I'm back. Hold on. There we go. That. Open you up. Don't mind it. I may have just broken myself a little bit. Hold on. Ah, yes. The dead balloon. That's what I hear about that. Okay. And then, there. I'm back. We get rid of the random screenshot. Bah, I returned, and Steam is slightly behaving itself now. This is incredibly random. Can I get you to work right now? Probably not. Hold on. Yeah, we're just gonna... Wait, no, you need to be on a different drive. Stream might drop some frames here a minute. Hold on, maybe. Oh, hey, that's a... No, it did not drop. Don't mind me. Hold on. I'm just going to see... Can I even get this to launch? No, I can't. Why did this game never launch? I wonder if I'd have an easier time on my old computer. Hold on. Alright. Don't mind me. I have randomly attempted to start doing stuff right now. Wait, no, if I activate it on this computer, it's gonna kill me on this one. Oh, hold on. Internet's apparently having an issue. Give me a minute. We gotta enlarge the PowerPoint. Wait, apparently that... Oh, that... Okay, it was relatively quick, it would seem. Relatively quick, it would seem.
I dare you to pull it up, Sister Sam.
Who the hell is Sister Sam? Oh, there requires internet at 8 p.m. Wait. It only allows you to do stuff that requires internet at 8 p.m. Is that just... What setting is that? I must ask what setting that is. Because that does sound incredibly annoying. Oh. With Sam, who the hell... Hmm.
That one background.
That one background. Can you potentially Google that setting or see if that is a thing that you can figure out? Or yeah, I don't know, maybe Bing has an answer to it. Maybe that is indeed a thing. Sorry, what the God, I went into vibrator mode for some reason. I couldn't... My brain feels funny after what I've just done. Alright, well, good to know that game will still basically never work. For now. How unfortunate. Why does my head feel... Okay, well, no, I know why my head feels a little funny, but... Oh, my head feels a little funky. You ever just look through... I actually... perfectly fine all... Well, it's only your phone. Okay, you say it's your phone, and okay, we're gonna do a little investigation. That is a thing of what phone have... Do not say any information you don't want to say. That is like, what phone have? What settings would there be? What internet settings are there? Is that a thing of... I'm guessing potentially... internet data. Okay, does that only include like internet data plan stuff, or does that also include using Wi-Fi? I'd assume the latter. Is that potentially also your internet provider doing some weird stuff? I don't... Well, it's always potentially that, but... Yeah, there is, Yeah. One of the Beyond Citadel character, millions of loons. I mean, that's literally just this one. Hold up, where is it? It's just this one. Oh, damn it! I just realized now that makes the timer reset. Or in the first place, yeah, that'd be a weird parental control thing in there. I made the timer reset. I got no idea where that is, but I mean, look, I could also... Didn't I... Where did I save? Where did I save this? This would probably be in this folder? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, there we go. This is just for me. This is just for me. Actually, hold on. So, did I have that saved as a regular prop? Oh, I absolutely did. Okay. There. Okay, there we go. We can just do this, okay? Timer was around 5:30. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I guess, you know what? Screw it. Sister Chloe body pillow is what we're adding. We're calling that there, and the timer is resetting. That is what we're doing. The timer has officially reset. And now I have Sister Chloe body pillow. That is my addition. That one's more for me than anything, but you know what? Screw it. What the? Flyball? Look, Flyball, I know you. You can't judge. I realize now that maybe according to literally everything else on the screen, but... in the Verizon family companion, well, just kill the family companion and then solve your problems. Oh, hey, also, Flyball, I just realized, look, we have you on stream. Get it? Because it's a living fossil. Is that Nemo? It's... No. We have, upright is Doy, top left is Roy, bottom left is Joy. That is how we are. That is how it is here. That is how that is. How you been, Flyball? It's been a... Actually, I just realized I can check exactly when the last time you... I realize now I can check... Oh, wow, never mind. Nope, YouTube just hates actually keeping a record of this. YouTube sometimes lets me view how messages from people in previous streams, and other times it's just like, no, you gotta guess. Just destroy the device? You know what? Fair enough. That does solve the problem of parental controls. That absolutely does do that. You're alive. Good to hear it, as always. God, there are some times I think about this, and I'm just like, you have been around this channel on and off for 3.5-ish years not 3.5, over 3 years at this point, though. That's unfun. Last time I had the poison of the food, I can actively blame Halo Infinite. Because I apparently left my fridge cracked while streaming Halo Infinite's campaign, didn't realize it, and then apparently didn't throw away everything. Or it was, I did, yeah, I noticed the fridge cracked next time I went to it, but I guess I didn't throw away literally everything. So I still continue to blame Halo Infinite. Doy. I blame Halo Infinite for my last food poisoning. Which I guess, to be fair, shows I don't get it that often. But I still found that food poisoning more pleasurable than playing Halo Infinite. At least you got to come home early. It did get me out of work. Mine lasted a few days. But also, I was so stubbornly just like, be like, okay, have to work because... this is a little thing for people. I've lived alone.
I see dead people.
Yeah, okay, Shyamalan. Or whatever the child in that movie's name was. I just said Shyamalan's director. Yeah, no, I've lived alone for a very long time, and I have no one to rely on other than myself, so I'm like, well, time to suffer for money. Time to suffer for money. You have to make money. Yeah, no, I feel we are in a very... we are very similar in that regard of just... I don't care how debilitating this is, money is needed. Very needed. Ugh. Because survival and capitalism and stuff, you know? I guess technically you don't need to work a traditional job, and you don't technically need money if you just find a good plot of unowned land and just go full on, just, you know, woodland man. Just maybe, you know, get a bow and arrow or a gun. Not to go into more. I just imagine. I don't know why. I imagine your boss being like, look, if your stomach is so in so much pain, I'll rip it out of you and that'll fix it right up. You're going... God, do I understand that feeling. That's why I don't tend to... Even if I am in pain, I try and just not show that. Also, one second. Well, do I still have some of these? Sorry, I need to check a thing. Oh! Apparently we're gonna have the Oh Daddy flood, aren't we? Oh Daddy! Now, is it gonna be the flood, or is it just the one? Oh, hey, Frank got hit. Despair and Kroga. Ah, good regulars. Ah.
Say, Drake, I hear you like him young.
Look, Gary, there I am.
Okay, yeah, we're not good. There you are, yes. Oh, yeah, you get the emote. Now you get the emotes there. Yeah, I just realized I hadn't done that in a while, so I was like, yeah, screw it, show. I guess Stream Elements updated to where it now properly does Oh Daddy only once when it's a bulk, because it used to just do a flood of Oh Daddy, Oh Daddy, Oh Daddy, Oh Daddy. Hey Kroga, how you doing? I just realized we are... Why did I think it was the 19th? What? God, I look at the date and it's like, oh yeah, it's the 19th. I look, it's like, it's not the 19th. I just realized we got this far into the month and I hadn't given the stuff that YouTube gives me for free. Just, yes, fire away. Fire my gun. I get free bullets. If you're getting free membership, enjoy.
I dare you to do the first loon model until the timer ends.
The first one I streamed with, or the... Oh, hold on, sorry, apparently... I was like, my internet appears... No, it just happened at some point, I guess. Give it at the start. I gave one as the start, and then I guess it ran out. I did one round at the beginning, and then this one. Because you get 2 rounds of the firing. The first ever one. I mean, technically I have PNGs of early concepts, but also no, because I would... No. I don't even have that model... Wait, do I have that? What? Oh, I accidentally... Okay, I locked her in place. Ah! Do I even have that model? Ball, Chibi, Full Crystal, the ones that come in here, Pumpkin... No, I've actually full on gotten rid of the old models. I don't have them here anymore. I have them somewhere, but I'd have to re-import them. That's for Fire Emblem ROM has it. Oh, damn. That is cool. Yeah. Ugh. Interesting. Okay, how the... Unlock the item. Okay, hold on. There we go. What is the button to get... No. Do that, and then this button. There we go. God, buttons are hard. That sounds fun. That sounds very fun. Assuming you like Fire Emblem, I guess. I've never played a Fire Emblem game, so I don't know. Look, I presume it's fun. I did refill my water bottle, right? Yes, I did. Huh. Also, one sec. Oh god, Throat, why do you hate me? God, I have no idea what's been in the air lately. My throat does not like me. My throat has really been in the hateful mode of me lately. Ugh. But I say screw you, Throat. I have things I need to do with you. They tend to be use. Oh, really got obsessed with Project Moon. Oh, good, lovely overlap. Obsess over all the hyperfixations that you could possibly have. I also just realized I have a screenshot of what the stream looked like at the beginning and what it looks like now. We still have some open space, but this will be a multi-stream thing of over time. We just fill the ever-loving hell out of this background with nonsense. And eventually we'll be good. And we have had the one complete and total nonsense background at one point that I completely forget which stream it was. Get Furret on screen. Isn't he somewhere? Where the hell is he? I mean, yeah, why is he there?
Summa Luma, Duma Luma, you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I am superhuman innovative, and I'm made of rubber.
That sounded oddly fat. What? Oh, yeah, I don't know why Furret is... Why is Furret on top of Danny Glover's head? Why did I put you there? I had never made the connection between Eminem's Rap God and Monkey D. Luffy. That is a funny connection, though. I also have... God, I really need to... Oh my god, Mazoric's depiction is buried. This down here is a little thing Mazoric once sent me that I need to redraw so that it's like PNG as opposed to just the pager sketch. Because made of rubber. No, that's why I was laughing at it. I said, how did I never make the connection? And I was laughing at you making the connection because that was a funny connection. Alright, Furret, you get to exist. Can you also get on? Do I know I made you the PNG for the birthday. No, right. No, I didn't give you a membership. I gave you your PNG for your birthday. That's what I birthdayed you for. Yeah, there we go. Look, you two get to YouTube Blood Brothers or something like that. There we go.
Existence. Lunch Bismuth.
Yeah,
I'm Albert Einstein with this accent.
Look, we got that there. Do I have a PNG of Gary? I never PNG'd Gary. Gary was more one of my personals. I know I had one of Emma at some point, but I don't know where that is. How big is this? Okay, that's decently big as well. 1 second. There we go. We get to have the little mini... Little Furret love there. It is not properly there. Oh, a party pooper. Do I also have one of Gary? Sadly, I do not. I have partial. I have a party pooper. I think I already said that. I did not. Gary and Emma there, I guess, as well. Oy. God, I absolutely just completely failed at drinking water normally. But that's unholy. You two literally took part in killing a Jesus Christ embryo. I think unholy is not a thing you should worry about. Also, you don't seem yandere enough to be a Furret type, so therefore I don't think Furret would go for you.
I'm beginning to feel like a rap god.
Good job, Bird. There's a fan of them. Well, that's... I mean, should I call... why did I just want to say... Should I just call you Pooper? Or Poop for short. Give you yandere... Who the hell would be a good yandere? Random yandere representative. Oh, I do? Okay, I have a partial for Gary. Oh, right, duh. I do have... These are your old LobCorp ones. I do have ones for the library. They would be in the screenshot folder. They would be in the screenshot folder that is pulled from the old computer. You two get to go to the audio files folder. You get to go to here, which in turn means I go to pictures, which in turn means I go to old screenshot folder. Nope, this is the old screenshot folder, which has a lot of stuff from way back in the day. Bream, okay, you're getting called Bluey. You're getting called Bluey, that is your fate now. If I remember that, I will likely not...
Did you know that when I was 8, I ate?
Fair enough. Don't question stuff that you hear from the deranged. Where the piss are you? Special wallpaper screenshot. This is the old screenshot folder. Yes. This is all this. Right, I completely forgot there was a time when my desktop got really confused and turned everything into Discord. The Furret heart emote, yes. I had debated if we ever get the... I don't think we have the emote slot at the moment. I was debating, Furret, if you could ask the child to potentially we make this into an actual channel emote at some point. You just love fish? Well, you're eating good tonight! Because if you look on the screen, we got Doi, the fish who inspired the voice, Roy, who is the old living fossil, and Joy, who is whispering sweet nothings into Danny Glover Detective Tap's ear. Man, I was debating having this be an actual channel emote. I might need a little recomposition or whatnot to make it better, but I feel like that could be... It's in the Discord server, so it could work out here. Oh, need to be changed about it? Literally just cutting out the white background, I think. And then I don't know. It's a little bit tall.
Loon is a loom.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe squishing it down a little bit. Like, maybe taking the punishing burb and moving him down to kind of, like, rest on the heart somewhere. Or, like, rest on your hand leaning against the heart instead. Just so that it's a little bit shorter. It can still work, but it is, yeah. But without the white background. No. That we have direct contact to the artist who made it. Therefore, I'd rather just do that. We have a more direct line to the artist who made it, therefore we may as well just do that. And also, I don't know that I actually have the slot to add it as an emote at this point yet, so... let me double check that, actually. I don't think I do. Duplicate. Duplicate, go to this tab, membership. Edit. Yeah, we need more members in order to add more emotes at the moment. So therefore, we need people to engage in capitalism to feed the need for that one. Oh. That is a wide range of fixations. God, you reminded me I haven't been fishing in a long time and I want to be. One comment, literal 0, because it only works if it is the first thing stated in the message. You want to see water? Don't you have the big one to the south? Also, I will say, just because you mentioned Texas, I will just give the general reminder, be careful about how specific you get with information you give. I know just generally saying the state you live in...
Feed the beast! Feed the beast! Feed the beast!
Why does he have that accent? Generally saying what state you're in is relatively fine. Just don't give too specifics for your own protection on that one. Alright, what is this picture? Oh, this is from the, okay, that was a... I took some... Yeah, that was... Gotcha, that was a screenshot I took.
Texas is painful.
Texas is painful? What is it? Do you
No, hi, it worked.
It's just gonna read out no hi, and also you need to... Capitalization is important. Oh, yeah, my exact home address is Google's... What was it? You just end up Googling, whatchamacallit. My brain actually just died there for a minute. Don't care if you know or not. The funny thing, whatchamacallit, I have never said on stream I've never said on stream exactly where I live. I'm sure you can figure it out if you paid enough attention. Also, there was one stream. Hello, Mazorik. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Mazorik is here, therefore, where is it?
I live at the Backrooms and Backroom Street.
Something like that. Okay.
Canadian.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Canadian. What the hell? What am I touching?
Loon lives in his pocket dimension. Duh.
Yes, but there is a more easy link to the regular of Earth. Get rid of you. Jump evade armor ability. Are you trying to just yeet yourself into oblivion? All right, Mazorik, you get to go there. I still need to get
another one who doesn't live on Earth, Epi.
Yeah. On March 10th. What? Okay, March 10th. What year, March 10th? The funny thing, I have said hints about certain information about myself.
I live in his computer, so I count.
Yeah, something like that. I've given hints about it, like based on how I talk about where I am. I'm sure you can figure it out.
Elite use tackle. It was super effective.
You're not wrong. But also, there was one time on stream where I pulled up another stream and YouTube played an ad, and it just happened to be a political ad that opened with the state I live in. Oh, Mach 10, not March 10th. Sorry, I thought you were having PTSD. Yeah, yeah, keep information close to the chest, but more so, that's gotta be one of the easier things to figure out if you do. Pay attention to certain things I've said. And I have given one hint to my birthday has technically been shown on stream and mentioned once. Streamer, that doesn't surprise me, but also what the hell? But yeah, my birthday was technically been shown on screen in certain Destiny streams by the moments of whatchamacallit, by viewing like the old moments of stuff. And there is, let me tell you, there is a certain song I play. If I play a certain song, Mazoric will instantly be able to guess my birthday, I'm pretty sure. If there is a chance that Ad would get it right. Fair enough. I guess I should just get a VPN or something. Yeah, which is very, very, yeah. I have given you some hint as to where it is, but yeah, no, Mazoric, I could, like I said, I could play a singular soundtrack, and I'm sure you would be able to discern exactly what my birthday is just from the opening notes of the music. I am very sure. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to play that music right now, and you can, I'm sure you'll be able to figure that one out. Hold on.
Also, we need a Halo game night.
Well, funny, I did mention Halo Infinite in the Way of Pain. All right. But yeah, Mazoric, here is your hint, and I'm sure you'll immediately be able to figure it out.
I am the
Yes, you are. Yeah. One sec, we're cranking the volume on this. Yeah, I don't know how loud this is going to be. Maybe someday. Yeah, here's your hint, Mazoric. I'm sure you figured it out based on those opening notes. And then before, yeah, we're going back to the regular. No, not the 9/11 one, but yeah, Mazoric, I'm sure you've gotten it off of that. And now we go back to the BGM, to the more chill BGM. Something not World War II. I'm confused by that comment. I'm just gonna say, we don't talk about Hitler unless he is brought up organically on stream. Because there are contexts in which he can be discussed, usually mocked, because...
Okay.
Do not...
Yeah, I can probably try to decipher it, but I won't. You shall simply remain unknown to me.
You know, fair enough. Yeah, we are playing yeah, no, here's name... I mean... To a point, it is just history, which, you know... it's a dark part of history, so yeah. And I do ever so often enjoy poking fun at that one particular German. Because, dear God, it is probably best to mock him as opposed to actually anything else. But yeah, no. Yeah, if he comes up by either me on stream bringing him up, because I am the streamer and I have more power than that. Rip the so many in World War II. Yes, you are of that blood. Yeah, no, there is... Yeah, rip many in World War II. Rip very many. Oh. Yeah. Everyone ever... Rip... Yeah.
R.I.P. Van Winkle.
Van Winkle? That just sounds like you're... I don't know why my brain is like, Van Winkle, are you just insulting a random old guy? Calling someone that... Oh, God, that is... What is happening? Oh, stuff. You should definitely worry about the timer, though. You should absolutely worry about the timer.
You know, I met an old German man from WW2 with a bushy mustache.
We're just gonna give you a minute there. No, the thing, no, what is, no, Missouri, I'm sure it was a real person, but I was genuinely just laughing because my brain immediately just went to, that just sounds like an insult. You know, you call someone Von Wrinkle, and I'm just like, that just sounds like you're trying to insult an old man. That genuinely just is like, you're trying to insult someone who's old by calling them Von Wrinkle. And I laugh internally. Oh god, my head feels a little fuzzy, but I'm laughing. Very out. So, how many images this time? Kind of, we're going off vibes. We are going off of vibes, basically. I added the droid because that was a long stand request one. I added, whatchamacallit? I added PowerPoint because it was fitting. I added Van V because I found it funny when I found the image in my computer. I added the Chloe body pillow because I'm lonely. Not all of these were based off of the timer, like, whatchamacallit, Detective Tap Danny Glover's head. You probably don't have to be in a war. Well, let's just hope it stays that way. I will... No, that's getting too... I don't know. The way the world's looking, I wouldn't count on it being completely out of the picture for greater stuff going forward. But hey, we're here to have fun and forget, and we're just here to, like, de-stress, like I said, de-stress, have a fun time, and enjoy company here while I put random stupid stuff on screen. We're not talking about serious world issues here. No wheel chat suggestion. No, I am too tired and I kind of have a headache. So, yeah, I'm kind of just vibing it. I can't be bothered to set up the wheel. After what I will demand your best drawing of a weapon or piece of armor. Hey Mazorik, I'm just before you go, can I just posit to you the gremlin paradox, or where feed them after midnight is relatively arbitrary and you don't know when it like resets in the morning. Also, time zones are a hell of a thing, don't you know? Time zones are a hell of a thing. Hey, Furry, what time is it for you right now? Just gonna ask that real quick. Eastern Standard Time. Gotcha. So, okay, so you're expecting people to Google and time zone translate?
5:35 a.m.
Yeah, so currently Furry is not able to like, you just gotta specify these details here. There's a reason whenever I give my stream announcements in the Discord, I don't say a time, I just say in 1 hour. Sure. No, but you can reach me about my car's extended warranty. Femboys instead, just make it... Okay, no, that's good for me, not Mazorik. Mazorik does not do femboys. Very fair enough. Very fair enough. No, I do already... Yeah. I'm kind of there as well, but also I don't... Yeah, one day I shall reveal... Again, one day I will eventually say where I live and certain other things, but... For now, we stay here. For now, we stay here. Oy. Also, I'm presuming they are dangerous homeless people, because as a former homeless, I take offense if not otherwise. Let me be offended if it's random stuff. Just no clip. Hold on. Let me just try and give me a minute here. Let me just... Okay, didn't work. People screaming. But what about fem guns? What the hell would a fem gun even be? Or is that just any overly flamboyant weapon skin? Would that... I've created a question in my mind that I don't want an answer to. Also, the timer went off. Ugh. I'm going to be right back. And Mazorg, if you are going to not be here when I return, I thank you for the time you spent here. I'm gonna be right back. I realized that... What the hell? That isn't I wouldn't even call that a femme gun. That is just pink. I mean, like, I feel like that needs to be more flamboyant. Or sorry, it's lightish red. But I feel like it needs to be a bit more flamboyant for it to properly be femme gun. I don't know. I feel like this is a baseline that needs to be expanded upon, you know? Alright, I am going to be right back as of now. Oh. 1 second. Wah. Be right back. And then I'll add something random when I get back. Or like, give suggestions on what you want added. And I'll go with the one that I vibe with the most. Oh. Alright, I will say, I've read the suggestions that have been given. Dream I don't entirely vibe with. Just gonna throw that one out there. Any Fuma... 1 second, sorry, I need to... That one? Okay, Ethan made the compelling argument of Slime Girl. That one is going to go on the back burner for now. Any Fumo, that is also up there, but Mazoric DM'd me. Mazoric DM'd me. Also, there's already a tree in the scene. It's the thing that is being covered up by Doi, the gun, the Van V, and, what do we call it? The best creature of all time. Yes, you have. Wait, what? Okay, we're gonna do one little thing here first. 1 second, save image. How does this work? Oh my god, it just automatically knows I want to save it to your folder. So we're gonna put it there. Discord knows, apparently, that I just save images from Mazoric, so it's like, yeah, we put them in the Mazoric folder. Mazoric DM'd me a thing, and I will say, UFUMO would fit the style. Knows its place. It very much do. So we go here, we go into here, go into the Mazoric folder. Mazoric hath sent me an image. I do want to crop the image a little bit, because it's a little bit tall, as it is a phone pic. We're just going to crop the image a little bit so it's more focused. That, and doop. Doop. And bah. Alright, I don't think anyone is going to complain about cat picture. That is what we are adding for this time. I just need to... There we go, we're just going here. Hold on, I need to find the plate. One second, under... Where? No. Where the hell? Where the hell is Mazoric in the... God, I need to organize this folder, this... everything. I will no longer be blinking. Eyeball, no blinky. There it is. Okay, so we go here. There we go. Okay, and now we scooch you up a little bit there. Lovely, yeah. Oh wait, hold on. We can just do one eye mode. Therefore, it's only wink. Wait, what happens if one eye remains closed, but then you're like winking with the other? Also, one second, I need to check the Fumo suggestion. Wait, what were you holding on to for the... Also, by optimizing stuff in your laptop settings. I mean, yeah, that'll definitely do that. Hold on, what was I immediately... Okay, so we got... One second, we go here. One second, right... Actually, hold on, if we just look up... stop trying to use my location. No, stop trying to use my location. How do I disable this? Everyone's in bed. Wait. Oh, fair. So, in other words, no one else is leeching from you. That is how you do the discussion. Apparently, Mazoric is excited to see you. Fumo. Interesting. Oh, daddy! You're never gonna hit Skyback. Also, I am in an incognito tab, and it just auto-uses location information. Trust me, I use incognito tabs just so that it doesn't, like, get into my regular search history stuff. Mazoric, thank you for the daddying. But I looked it up, and incognito is using location data. Like, at this point, I just need to get a VPN. Like, at some point, I need to just get a VPN. I've even explicitly told Google to stop you. How to turn off location data in Google Chrome. Settings. That doesn't. On computer, open Chrome. Top right, select more settings, privacy and security. Select site management. Under permissions, select location. Select the option as you want to. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna see how this works. Very great on site. Yeah, that's mainly what I use it for. I do it just so that it does that. It's I also use incognito for whatchamacallit, for the sake of God, brain is harding. What was I trying to say? For the sake of if I want to watch a YouTube video that's not in my normal stuff. If you're doing that off of tests, that's kind of just how the... I don't know what it looks at, but also knowing you might just be giving me the information worded weirdly.
Joe, behave yourself.
Whatchamacallit? Whenever testing upload speed, it usually peaks and then goes down throughout the test. Okay, 1 second. We're just gonna go grab you. You 3 dots. What is it? Top right. More settings for security. Settings. Privacy and security. Privacy guide. Under permissions. Hold on. We're trying to figure out how I can disable this thing from doing that stuff. I don't know, 42 upload, but now it goes like 7 or lower. That could be I don't know all the details, but internet can throttle you if, for any reason. It could be like you said, God, don't brain check. If more people are even in your area pulling from the same, I believe, tap, that can affect performance as well, because it's trying to feed all the other people. And if your area hasn't been properly upgraded with, like, newer Web 6 stuff, it will struggle. Permissions? What the hell is permissions? Next. Add. Done. Okay then. I think that pretty much, it depends on the tap. It's getting better over time as technology goes. But it is still a thing. Performance, AI innovations, that's, why is that insane? What the hell, AI innovation? History search powered by AI, help me right? No, that's no. No, don't delete my data on this stuff. Hold on, yes, let me just keep reviewing this stuff here. How's the timer looking? Oh, we still got like 20 minutes. I am overstuffing. I'm overstuffing stuff. Accessibility, no, down. I thought this said downgrades. Just now back. Go more close. Well, that's the thing as well. Supply, you know, the whole thing of supply and demand. If there are not a lot of people there, they're not going to put a lot of infrastructure there. And also, if there's not a lot of people there, they're not going to care about you. Coming from someone who has heard the whole thing of, oh, there was a bigger problem than you, and yeah, I'm just very... Look, I get that sucks. That is sadly just how that is. If there is not a lot of people and not a lot of demand, and or if they just have a monopoly, I don't know what the situation looks like, or if you have one provider in the entire area. But all I'm gonna say is, if they have a monopoly in the area, they have no reason to fix it. What is lit in the middle of nowhere? No, it's just... Actually, no, I'm actually confused because they talked about a neighbor's line. I'm actually confused why I'm not up. Oh, no, it wasn't... Okay, my situation was a little bit different, where they had an entire side network for isolated areas like yours. But if the... No... I mean, should they be doing the job? Yes, but are they motivated to do their job? No, they're motivated to, if they have a monopoly on the small stuff, they don't have to care about you, because if they're the only ones providing to you, you literally have no choice. And therefore, they have no reason to be better than the competition if there is no competition. Oh, thank you, monopolies. Very cool. Where the hell is permissions? There's no permissions. Yes, the whole point of that monopoly, you know, completing a color set means you are the one who dominates and dictates the pricing in that area, which in turn means you charge the absurd houses, and all of a sudden you're paying $2,000 every time you land on Boardwalk. Over 100. If you have another option, then yeah, just if they won't fix it for whatever they're paying, then they don't deserve it. If you have other options, I would say explore them. Definitely. The only reason I'm still with my dumbass piece of absolute shit fucking provider is because they are the only provider in the area that has the speeds I need for what I do. There is another provider, but I hear just as bad, if not worse, things about them, and B, their speeds are notably slower to the point where genuinely, I might have to stop the I mean, to be fair, no one watches me on Twitch. If anyone doesn't know and hasn't followed me over there, I do also have a Twitch that I multi-stream to, just on the off chance someone provides that. I should probably advertise that a little bit more, but I do have a Twitch that I multi-stream to. Did I ever edit this? Yeah, I did. I do have a Twitch that I stream to, which is linked in the description. but that is the secondary one as of now, or a backup in case this stream is having internet issues. But if to switch providers, it would mean I wouldn't have as much ability to do the multi-stream, which has its certain upsides, like the shared chat on whenever I collab with Twitch people. Notably Remy, because she's like the only Twitch person I collab with. To be fair, I don't collab with a whole lot of people in general. But yeah, oh god, where the hell was the rant point of that? But yeah, basically I would need to change stuff and to downgrade internet and all that, but yeah. Also, Skybeck, I'm presuming that's 100 Canadian dollars, right? So I went off on my old little thing, and then I realized I was talking to people, but yeah, I'm presuming that's 100 Canadian, if I had to hazard a guess. Huh. Which translates to, what, like 20 American cents? Something like that? What's the... Over 100 Canadian? Yeah, so what, again, that's a dime in States dollars? Something like that, right?
I have discovered chocolate cookies. They seem old, but you cannot stop me from eating them. Even if it might give me food poisoning, they taste good.
Can we scroll up to the other food poisoning person in the chat, Flyball, who I'm presuming is either passed out and getting ready for going into work while food poisoned, or otherwise? For it, I'm going to need you on the job. Do not poison yourself. I need you healthy. But yeah, Skybeck, I presume 2,000 Canadian dollars is like $2 US at this point. What's the rate of Canadian? The 2 USD. 1 Canadian dollar is 72 US cents. Roughly. Oh hey, the Canadian dollar has been gaining value over the past couple of weeks. By a couple of cents. It was down to like, oh wow, it was down to 6.69. Otherwise known as 69 cents. Why did I say it that way? Yeah, 0.69 of a dollar, otherwise known as 69 cents. Another unit we use. Something like that. Improved due to inflation in the U.S. economy due to certain interesting political decisions. Yeah, you mean the tariff rug pulls? Half the cost. No, yeah, God, there is. Yeah, there. Well, if you can do that, definitely look into that. You might have to pay for activation, but if you can get that. Yeah, no, the whole lovely economy situation that is, globally at the moment. Even Monopoly. Actually, that wouldn't surprise me if you have given how collectible stuff works. If there's like an old vintage Monopoly set that has old money, it wouldn't surprise me if that had value. System notifications, Chrome feature to use graphic acceleration when available with that. You were talking about Google Chrome. Downloads on start default browser to search engine appearance. Performance, privacy and security. And topic, God, I wish this were just more clear. Your browser's site settings, open Chrome, navigate to the settings and privacy. Where the hell is security in the privacy? Oh, privacy and security. Then site settings. Where the hell is site settings? Dealing with the DMs. 1 second. Checking the DOM. Down. Yeah, that's interesting that, yeah, wait a minute. I love the naming schemes of all these. Yeah, no, because the upload speed... Yeah, that is... If you don't care as much about download speed, which, yeah, I have a very overpowered... I have equivalent to that bottom one right now, and that is, funny enough, I'm paying way more for it than that, because thank you, effective monopoly in the area. What's that about process here? Go to site settings. Where the hell is site settings? There you are. No, that is mainly why I pay more than I need to for this. And if ever I get access to a fiber in the area, which there is a network that allegedly is expanding in the area, has been for a while, that I hopefully am on a call list for. Funny enough, it's provided by that other company that I mentioned. That will be great because, albeit, I do enjoy the very fast download speed. Location. Sites can ask for your location. Collapse on one request. Expand over. Don't allow sites to see your location. Okay, wait, can you... Okay, so finally I found that one. Customized behavior, that. Okay. So do I have to save that? So it's under privacy and security. Or what is it? Yeah, privacy and security, bottom. There we go. You're not a heavy downloader. I will say I did have one chance. When me and Venvi did our second stream of... whatchamacallit? Of Envious. I had forgotten to install the game 5 minutes before the stream, and also multiple times when I streamed some of the Halo games, I did not have them installed when I started the stream, and I had to spend a couple of, like a minute or two downloading them. And moments like that, I'm real glad to have real fast download speed, and actually, nah, I guess, I do enjoy the fast download speed, so I guess there is that. Okay, there's that. Now if I go to here and... Okay, I explicitly said, do not allow sites to use location, yet Google is still pulling up a nearby it's less accurate, but it's still using location. Oh, that's fun. Pop-ups. Don't allow sites to send pop-ups or use redirect. What the hell happened? That's interesting. Yeah, that's about ready. That is a lovely noise there. Oh, megabit. Well, here's the problem. I don't think it's going to drop below bytes because megabit is the big one. That made you don't... Yeah, don't worry. Thumb has a more relevant sound stuff now. Oh, include how to disable all... How to disable location-based Google results. If your browser can use your location, you can control if your browser sends location disable. Android. PC. Windows 11. It's also a 1 in 3 to be able to be like or you know? Disable location services. Go to setting privacy location. Okay. Settings. Privacy. Location. Location services off. Allow location override. Windows apps and services can use location from a remote connection instead of the device's location. No, turn that off. Notify when an app requests location. Yes, keep that on. Okay, we have disabled that setting. It is still... Oh, at what point do I just invest in a VPN? Well, yeah, that's kind of common practice. Is they undershoot what you actually get, because if you get a little bit more, that's good for them. They look good. You become happy. But if they undershoot it a little bit less, I'm relatively certain that's lawsuit potential. So they kind of, by necessity, undershoot what you're actually getting. So that when, you know... So that you can't... I just don't want because let's just say I'm trying to be like, oh, let me show a thing I'm googling. It's like, oh yes, dox me. I don't care about super privacy. It's just me. Oh, 140. Yeah, no, that is mine. Then the short stream titles, like, no, yeah, you just, these are just the streams you never really know what you're gonna get, which by the, yeah. Hold on, how do I complete that? So right now, hold on.
Laughs in DuckDuckGo. My duck would never watch me like that.
You know, very fair enough. Maybe I should, my brain like, wonder if I just see if Microsoft has anything with Microsoft Edge, see if that's a thing, but no, that's not, what the hell, oh, why is there so much? Kill you. No, you don't need to exist. I'm gonna turn this computer off at some point. Never do. Oh, yeah, some people are allergic, absolutely. I still to this day laugh at the one person who shows up to my stream, says hi, I speak to them, they say, oh, you're not a girl, dislike and leave. Or they say you're a boy or something like that, but they realize, oh, this isn't a female, dislike stream and leaves. I still to this day have every so often just chuckle about that situation. Because I find that oh so pissing hilarious. Huh. Spying or something. I did remember there was something about, was it DuckDuckGo or Firefox? I genuinely do not remember. I could not tell you. You're back from the water. What do you? I'm sorry you had to come out of the water like that. What is Yippee, yes. You fell off the bridge. Well, look, water is comfy, therefore I'm sorry for you. I apologize. I apologize. Wait a minute.
It was Firefox, not the duck.
Yeah, okay, I thought it was Firefox from my memory. One second, I'm enjoying some stretching. I can't read what is being said in chat right now, so use exclamation speak if you want me to know what you're saying. I am leaning very far back because I am comfy. I can read nothing. I am leaned so far back that everything you say is a blur. But I am comfy all the way back here. Why was I so tempted to put my... Yeah, look, interesting. Yeah! Okay, well, you can also use my own yeah. To be fair, I guess you're also using my own voice to do the speaking, because it is just all my own voice, just in various tones. No matter what voice you have my voice. It is just a different variant of my voice. Jababu. I was adjusting myself within my chair. Alright. Brilliant. Well, that's unfortunate. What the hell is Gapala fries? Water's hard to breathe in? Nah. If you keep an air pocket in your mouth, it doesn't last very long, but you can technically inhale and exhale underwater. You can always exhale underwater. You can unhale. You can exhale underwater if you want to. Ours to drown. Well, that's an unfortunate loss. Someone get the casket. To be fair, we all look at all the fish around. It's probably good that we're underwater. Oh. Shut up. I still don't know what you're referring to, Skeeb. That is not what... I do not understand the psychosis that you are attempting to state. You're being dumb? Hold on, do I have a... 1 second. Do I have a thing? Hold on. Hold on. We're just gonna... Hey, Skybeck, I'm sorry to say... One second, you, What did you save as? There you are. Hey, Skybeck, I'm just gonna say, have you considered investing in one of these? I think it might be useful to you to, you know, protect you from yourself and others. That might be something based off of what the symptoms you are displaying here. This may be a worthwhile investment for you. No, the sleeves are too long? That's the point. No, don't worry. No. Wear it. You need to wear something with long sleeves because if you want people to draw you, it makes it easier for them because they don't have to draw hands. Is the funny jacket? Yes. To be fair, I haven't been in an actual straitjacket, but I have been like completely entombed with my upper body in duct tape. Which I'm just gonna say, the process of that being ripped off of me was let's just say I was very red for a bit. Because, you know, duct tape is kind of strong and not particularly, yeah, no, it's not good for flesh in large quantities and large surface areas. Dante's... Yes, invest in the straitjacket because it reminds you of Dante.
Hey, that's the jack they wanted to put me in before I joined the Lobotomy Corporation manager.
Ah, I see you were the first candidate as the Forsaken Murderer. I just now realized that on my last Be Right Back, I went to fill up my water bottle, and then I left it in the other room. And given the timer counts down from when I got back, it has taken me approximately 29 minutes to realize this. Huh. Stupidity, thy name is Loon. Alright, I'm gonna just go grab that real quickly-dickily. Yeah, this is just gonna be one of the small bear backs. And then we're gonna get back, I'm gonna add something else random. I'm gonna fill up the right side of the screen. By the way, I'm gonna quickly just be right back to grab my water bottle. Alright, I apologize. That was probably closer to a regular be right back. Turns out I was a little bit, more forgetful than I thought. Also, I'd already checked. For consideration. Still, yeah, Slime Girl, because definitely yes. But also, turns out I was a little bit, more dumb than I thought, because I brought my water bottle over there and I didn't even remember to refill it. I just brought it over to the fill station and did not fill it. Also, because I have Chloe to my side, to my left side here. You know what? Screw it. We're putting Slime Girl on my right. Where's her? Where? Didn't I have an image of her already up? No, but I do still have the Texas Furry Fiesta still up at the moment. I think Dante is hot. Yes. Even if I'm not as obsessed with him as you are, I cannot deny the man is attractive just because physical imposing tone. I guess if you're not into muscular people, then no. But I feel like if you're not into people who are to some degree, like that just feels like you would have to actively be trying to avoid healthy people. Like, yes, you clearly take good care of yourself, eat well, work out, are muscular, therefore I'm unattracted. That just sounds like that just sounds like you're repulsed by people who take extra. Why no muscle mommy? Well, Flyball, you haven't suggested muscle mommies yet. You know what? Hold on. I guess we can. This is 1 second. Every time I try, 1 second, until I get Slime Girl up. 1 second. I have a placeholder. We're just gonna. Where is? She's not particularly. Do I? Did I not save a screenshot of just the base? I guess I didn't. I was gonna put an image from another thing from whatchamacallit, from Beyond Citadel in there, but I don't actually have like the main title one that shows off her abs. And that would be the one I would have gone for, because every other one is a bit too NSFW for me to risk it. What the? Furret, Furret? We literally already have the heart. The heart was always here. Like the weird thing. No, oh no, talking about what makes people attractive. How dare we? It's like whenever people get upset. Hold on. It's like whenever people are overwhelmingly upset when I'm playing Beyond. Okay, nope, that one is that's the image I don't want to show because that's too much nude. This is the one I literally censored in a thumbnail. That one I need to be careful not to show too low. I did show the top part of this one. Hold on. Yeah. You must sleep. You enjoy your sleep. But also, it's a. 1 second. We're just gonna take that, move this way down. God, I need to clean this scene up at some point. Hold on. That gets to go. 1 second. We're just doing a thing here. Hold on. That. Enlarge the image so it doesn't get too risque. But hold on, this is for give free candy. Yeah, Vanvi. But yeah, no, it's like just like when the people get upset when they see certain. I need to not go too far down. Yeah, don't go too far down, otherwise we're getting into the dangerous territory of this image. No, yeah, you look. Butts may not be my preferred. I prefer, you know. I enjoy anything that is viewable from the front. That is probably my thing there. Actually, hold on. Where is it? Nope. Too much nudity. Yep, nope. That just shows too much. Actually, no, I was gonna say, Flyball, you would probably very much enjoy the Citadel and Beyond Citadel streams because, let me just put it this way. This is the image for one of the upgrade menus. I'm gonna make it small so YouTube doesn't get too mad at me. Bye, man. Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I guess you were just singing it for the song, but yeah, that's gonna go. Yeah, that's. Look, outside of the Citadel streams, I don't want these images to be too prominent. Yes, the lovely muffins from the Body Bakery. Breadsticks are the... I need to add Juno because that's the one I said. Hold on. Now, this is literally the first image I find of her. Save image as. That goes to WebP file. God dang it. Ugh. Oh, dang. Yeah, no. Where it... Hold on. Oh, and it's one of those... Did I even have... Oh, that's right. But, Dragon, you said that a while ago, didn't you? Yeah, you said that like 15 minutes ago. Oh. Normal face back. I mean, look, we can hold on. Where's the? I've lost Danny Glover. One second. Control C. We bring this into my regular search. Save as Funga. Into the miscellaneous folder.
Bakery definitions: bread rolls = tummy, cake = lip booty, butt, muffins = thighs, breadsticks = boobs.
Yes, Ferd, thank you. What's going on with the background? We're just gonna... Oh, wait, I did have this image. Yeah, no, hold on. I don't think it's particularly muscle mommy, but... Well, this image is perfectly safe to show, but I'm just gonna say, I do appreciate the abs showing here. And I also appreciate the image crops itself, because God, any lower and I would be risking some stuff. Anyway, ab appreciation is over. We have one more stream of that, which will happen at some point. Yeah, I know she is. Show Dante. Dante will be... Love living on the edge? No, if I loved living on the edge, I would show more of that one image when I accidentally had nudity toggled on. I love showing cropped. And trust me, I will appreciate the abs on this woman all I want. But there's certain images here where I'm just like, I will crop the bottom part off. But even my last thumbnail, I had to use Chibi to censor the breadsticks. Alright, Juno, there we go. Slime Girl to the... Okay, yeah. Look, she goes here. She's gonna get tucked a little bit behind. Violates TOS. No, YouTube allows bare boobs. Okay, just it needs to be marked as adult content. There are indeed boobs on YouTube. God, I have too many things here. Okay, you need to get behind me, Juno. There we go. There we go. Where's Stella? Somewhere. I don't know. I'm sure you could DM them, or just add them. Wait, isn't it? One sec. Appears to be in VR chat if Discord is not lying. That would be where that is. All right, so I got Slime Girl to my... Oh, lovely. Thank you. Or those GM you never talked to. They also appear to be in VR chat if Discord is not lying, so... she's canonically a child. Okay, well, then let's just... Sorry, I don't like having children. What did I just touch? Sorry, yeah, well, one sec, we're just gonna... We have so many images, it's starting to break some stuff, interestingly enough. Where did she go? Yeah, sorry, I don't want to have children on the screen. Time to jump into VR chat. Look, I'll do you a close second. We got... Whatchamacallit? Look, I'm gonna bring back a classic. We all know who she is. Hold on. We all know who she is at this point. Lobotomid, and boom. There we go. We haven't had her here in a while. And she gets to move. Look, I'm sorry, Ethan, but you kind of ruined it by saying that. I don't want to have the children here. And now we get to have an actual animated Slime Girl. Do not have... Of course on stream. At least not on this site. There are other sites in which that is almost the entire point of their streams. No, Skyback, I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna go to bed, and also, yeah, we're adding stuff every time we're here. Also, because that would require me doing that.
Melting Love is the only LF manager never let me work with in the entirety of Lobotomy Corporation.
Yeah, it's because she's dangerous, and that's why I want to take the danger for myself. Being on stream for a few seconds. You got a few seconds, and then you mentioned child, and I'm just like, okay, well, considering she's literally across from a body pillow of Sister Chloe, who I very much. Look, I'm not coy about the reasons I like Sister Chloe. Hold on, let me just because I mean, onto the Booba Hammer. I have that saved. Yes, I have seen it several times in my investigation, but I mean also just. I feel I have shown enough. Very inappropriate. Oh, boo-hoo. This content is not... You're not on YouTube, you're not on YouTube Kids, are you? Because if you are, how the hell am I here? I shouldn't be here. The US. That's on Twitch. I think YouTube is a bit more. Look, I have too much stuff on here. I have way too much stuff on here. Kids is wilder than this, right? Do I need questionable images of Elsa or? The most violent, and disgusting. Man, imagine if they properly leveraged it as opposed to trying to make the rest of the platform kid friendly. That would be a wild concept, you know? Also, I realized when I was doing stuff, the timer reset like 15 times. 1 second. I still have the straitjacket image search up. The lies on how to disable location. At the very least, it is less accurate. The furry convention that I looked up earlier. For a brief moment, I forgot that,
I will never forgive YouTube for marking the original Annie and Cat video as kids' content after 11 years.
Are you kidding me? Really? I mean, there are even times where, what is it, the, whatchamacallit, when Pokemon was doing its generations or evolutions, whichever one was, like, telling the stories of the games in a better animated, in, like, a good animated format, my favorite was when they were not marked for kids for a while, but then eventually they were like, some of these should be for children, and my favorite is the Gen 6 one, because I'm just like, ah, yes! The guy trying to fire the Doomsday Genocide weapon is very clearly exclusively a child thing. Albeit, like, the whole, you know, Pokemon being for kids is debatable, but I do just love, like, yes, it was not marked for kids for a bit, and then they decided Doomsday Genocide weapon is for children. Which is just something I find oh so hilarious. Because they're walking doomsday machines. Yeah, you know, very fair enough. I don't... Actually, to be fair, I haven't seen children a lot lately because I try to not interact with them. I try to not even breathe in their general vicinity. Like, if I'm out in public, there's a certain vibe of teenager where if I walk by them, I instinctively hold my breath because I just immediately am just like, I'm walking by you, I see you. You put off the vibes that inhaling the air around you is a terrible idea. Pokemon game. Actually, I would say we could go with Gen 5 because, you know, the whole grooming a child for your own personal gain plotline between Getsis and N. I feel like that's a little bit less kid-friendly, potentially. There's a certain thing where I just, I don't know, maybe it's just maybe I just have a bad habit of profiling certain people, but I don't like breathing air in a proximity to certain archetypes of children. Can I eat a spider? Spiders are friends. Yeah, no, that is superiority complex. To a point, yes. To a point, I try to not have that. Yeah, where... I feel like I was doing something over here. No, this is where I just pulled Chloe from. Okay. But yeah, no, kids in general are an interesting thing. There are some where it's like the, whatchamacallit. There are some where it's just a wholesome thing. I still have this memory from back when I worked at a gas station, and I just remember it was a little girl who came in with, I believe, her grandma or something, but the grandma had, I believe it was an assistance dog around, and the little girl got kind of just left on her own in an aisle, and I just remember her just, like, hand on her throat, just looking up to me, being like, excuse me, my throat's a bit dry, can I get some water? And I was just like, anything for you, yes. And I just stopped whatever I was in the middle of doing, went over to the thing, and was just... like, okay, get the child some water. Funny enough, children... I will say, there are some children in my history, like back when I played Destiny online and like raided near weekly, which was almost 10 years ago at this point. There was a time where there were two children, like relatively young. I don't know how young exactly, but they were the standard, like, higher pitched voices. One of them didn't speak English, and we were doing a raid, which, kind of requires call-outs and communication for knowing, like, when to do damage, when to do other things, certain things. And... this is for your vocab lessons. Whatchamacallit? So in the middle of the encounter, we had one person doing call-outs, and then the one kid who spoke English and Swedish had to translate the call-outs into Swedish for the kid who didn't understand English, and I just say that is one of the most... Children can be amazing in certain cases, and that is one of those cases where I was just amazed by its multilingual and able to translate for a friend mid doing it, and that was one of the smoothest runs of the Kingsfall raid I had ever had. Oh, good noise. But yeah, that was just... There are some times. Has not been recently, though, to be fair. I don't make a habit of interacting with any type of children because reasons. Yeah, no. With rare there are exceptions to all of this. There are exceptions to all of this, but you got a general rule of thumb. I feel like there's a line when you cross from child into the teenager where you think you're hot shit, center of the world, you know everything, when in reality you know absolutely nothing. And then you learn the hard way by reality smacking you across the face, up, down, left, right, and just, being unpleasant in general. And that should say, wait, what should say something? The last thing you said was for the vocab lessons, which is just funny, and then you followed it up by saying, and that should say something. Or didn't, wait, no, you... Check the chat. The chat log from you is, that was my record. I don't use voice chat unless it's for my vocab lessons. Then for it says, children are okay, babies I find absolutely disgusting and ugly, teenagers are really just oof, and then it follows by you saying, and that should say something. I'm wondering if what you said got YouTube censored. I'm wondering if what you're saying is getting YouTube censored. If it Baby is a little disgusting. Depends on the baby. I feel like YouTube may be attempting to censor some stuff, because there's a broken chain of thought. I mean, if you need to, we do have ongoing stream chatter where you can attempt to send your message. Did I see it? No. But we have ongoing stream chatter in the Discord that you can put it in, that you can put it in there so that I can see it. Or you can try and create it, or you can try and get creative with how you word it. That's the fun one. I remember at a certain time we had to replace the word babies with cabbage. Because YouTube didn't like the idea of anything happening to babies, so we had to say murder the cabbages. Those random reasons. I mean, actually, hold on. Wait, hold on. Not to be fair, you haven't been censored at all this stream. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. I realize now. Wait, channel activity. Oh, this message. Wait, that could help for review. Wait, nothing. Okay, up top. Oh wow, it didn't even say held for anything. It's just not even here. I do unless for vocab lessons and that. Oh, I don't use voice chat unless it's for vocab lessons. Then that should say something. Is what it. Yeah, it does not show anything beyond that. It's not even showing as anything got held. It's just not there. Yeah. Thank you, Thumb.
Egg 2.
Do I need to make a sequel to Egg entitled Egg 2 now? The first short I make in almost 2 years, and it's just Egg 2. You know, I have a bit of an idea. And I hate that I had this idea. But I had the idea. Maybe we will end up seeing that one. What is... Okay, there. Ah! I see! You know, that is absolutely something that I know what YouTube censors it for. I saw it in the thing. That's just it. Yeah, no, that does not show up on my end, Dargan. Yeah, no, I saw what you said in the chat and then the DM. And I'm just sitting here like, God, without context, just that message in the ongoing stream chatter is so amazing. Please do no one add context to that. That is hilarious. You've acquired waffle batter. Have you considered putting a funnel to your mouth and then pouring the batter in and then guzzling it like og glog glog glog? You know? Yeah. Now that is absolutely the same type. Okay, here's the thing. We need to establish a replacement word because, like, just use cabbages to replace any type of like you try to say that message, but replace the word children with cabbages, and see if it comes through. Because, you know, drop kicking cabbages isn't illegal in most places, I think. Hold on, let me just.
I like eating cabbages.
Oh, Furret, how dare you, how great of you to admit that. Oh, that. Is it illegal to drop kick a cabbage? Huh? Hold on, what? Hold on, what? Wait, kick plate. Removable kick plates shall be designed so that the areas, if allowed by law, of warewashing or culinary sink may have a direct connection. That is Virginia law. Or the kind of colonially. Oh, that didn't get censored. No, that did. Well, Vtuber is being donkey, as that's kind of colonially. Virginia. To be fair, it is a state named for virgins. But that was about Virginia law food regulations. 12 VAC 5-421-1160 kick plates removable. Kick plates shall be designed so that the areas behind them are accessible for inspection and cleaning by being 1. Removable. Oh, sorry. 1 second. This feels like we don't need music for this. 1. Removable by one of the methods specified under subdivision 5 of 12 VAC C5. 12 VAC 5-421-1100, or capable of being rotated opened, and 2. Removable or capable of being rotated open without unlocking equipment doors. Statutory authority. What the hell is that symbol? Multiple into. Very fair. What the hell is the symbol? 2014. What? Hold on. What is the symbol? Is this just what is the symbol? I also had the cookie who was shot today. I see. Wait, hold on. That. Who shot you? Was that Mazorik who shot you, or were you part of my gunning? Hold on. I don't know. What the hell is that symbol? Statute of Authority, whatever the hell the symbol is, 35.1-11 and 35.1-14 of the Code of Virginia. Historical notes derived from Virginia Register Volume 18.
In Germany,
issue
that
10.
is Grundgesetz.
Grundgesetz? Effect March 1st, 2002. Ventilation hood systems are filtered. Is there anything to do with cabbages on this page? Cut leafy greens means fresh leafy greens whose leaves have been cut, shredded, sliced, chopped, or torn. The term leafy greens includes iceberg lettuce, romaine lettuce, leaf lettuce, butter lettuce, baby leaf lettuce, i.e. immature lettuce or leafy greens, escarole, endive, spring mix, spinach, cabbage, kale, arugula, and chard. The term leafy greens does not include herbs such as cilantro or parsley.
Basically, just laws that cannot be changed and are part of the main enforced laws of the country. Might mean something different in other countries, though.
Interesting. What's been going on in chat? What happened to eyebrow wiggle? I mean, it's still, the eyebrow is still upon my face, which in turn means it can be wiggly-diggled. So I just completely, my brain forgot where we are. The double S symbol. Yeah, that kind of, it made me think of interesting things. I'll tell you that much. Tortellini, no context. Yeah, fair enough. Typographical character hath used to broken a section within a document, particularly in legal and academic environments. There's a new problem. The eyebrow raises. Interesting. Well, that would explain. I was reading Virginia law. I was reading the Law of the Virgins. That makes sense as to why it came up here. I find this very weird. I feel YouTube has just arbitrarily deleted some people's chat history at times. I guess maybe if you're just not here super regularly. Why am I staring at? Wait, who was I staring at in what way? Who was I staring at in what way? Was I staring at Chloe or Melting Love? The slime girl? Look, Drag, I don't think you were you, how much of the Lobotomy Corporation streams did you? No, because, right, Lobotomy Corporation was finished right around the time I started doing collabs. Which would have been when you found me through Venvi and the Envious collab. So I doubt you actually spent much time in the Lobotomy Corporation streams. But yeah, Melting Love was a fixture of being around me in the Lobotomy Corporation era. Like, she was very much with me most of the time during that game. And sadly, she is not. I also just realized her eye shape is so incredibly actually similar to mine. Like, hers is bigger from the bottom to the top. But I did just realize, like, her eye shape is... Okay, no, yeah, mine's a little... Yeah, hers, like, bulge more as they should. Mine is weirdly... My eye has a weird overall shape to it, but if I guess wide-eyed me version kind of looks a little better on there. Yeah, hers are... Yeah, interesting.
Madger, what did you tell me about flirting with abnormalities?
It's not flirting. We skipped that part.
Follow thy own rules.
I will let Missouri know that you thank him. And no problem. Yeah, I never realized her eyes, like... interesting, yeah. Her eyes are kind of very similar to mine, just... bigger. Oh, there we go. Interesting.
Rules are meant to be broken.
I'm sorry, it's just, I completely forget the thumb you just had. Every single time you use it, I'm caught off guard because I just forget, right, you have my voice, and it is just my voice, but a little bit unhinged. You disabled backer abnormalities. Oh, that's unfortunate for you. I got to have myself some nice melting love. And like I said, for it, it's not flirting. I skipped that part. And you barely get to that part because of your anxieties. There was a purpose to what I was doing, but I completely forgot what I was doing, and then my brain just kind of went whoosh and didn't, yeah. Could someone tell me vaguely what we were talking about for the past, like, 5 minutes? I know melting love was kind of brought up, and, you know, rule breaking and stuff and things, and, you know, Ferd implied I was a hypocrite. Something along those lines, at least I think. I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and gets everywhere. Anyway, want to have 2 children right before I destroy the galaxy?
We talked about cabbage and Virginia laws.
Virginia? Ah, yes, my favorite virgin, Virginia.
You like sand?
The delivery of that line just sounded so much... I presume that's kind of what you were referencing, but it came out just like, you like jazz? Oh. Why is he coming back? I legitimately don't know. My memory is too terrible to pick out a good one. I don't remember what a good one was. My memory is legitimately just too horrific to even remember the good. It worked perfectly. I figured that was the intent. You too. What year? I don't know, not come back, but I'm definitely curious to see the asteroid that maybe will hit Earth. I will remind people of the... I just want to say, can we just... Rule number 1, 2, 3, 4 in the description. I would like to remind, please. What was I gonna say? Brain. Yeah, no, I just don't even remember good. I don't remember what a good year was. Use mod powers. I mean, technically we could. Technically. Interesting. Oh right, Thumb. I don't know that you were there for it, but I discussed it. whatchamacallit, over on Twitch, whenever I do a collab stream with Remy, we usually enable shared chat.
2020 was nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say, even if it was nice for you, wanting 2020 to come back is a very, very much more selfish thing than anything else. Yeah! Oh, we got the super big one. What was I gonna say, though? It was interesting, but it's just... It was very bad for other reasons. It was very peaceful and calm in certain ways. The world went quiet, but... Mustaches usually go... I don't know what's in fashion or not. What the hell? I was gonna say something before I had to remember the 2020 stuff. Yeah, no, that... Sorry, brain is... Your nugget is the fashion. Yes, your nugget is the fashion. Your nugget is very fashion. Yes, the fact that you can remember these years is incredible to me. My brain is a blur for the back half, like the... What year? My brain is way too blurry into the childhood stuff, but... Oh, right. Well, that's what I was saying. But yeah, Thumb, I don't think you were here for it, but there was a discussion during the last repo stream I had with Remy where this is a really dumb idea, but when you do the shared Twitch chat, you can moderate each other's chats. Like I banned a bot from the shared stream. But I had the idea that could be really funny or really dumb if we have some sort of mod war where we have mods and, like, on the word go, you have a race to see which person's mods can time out all of the other person's mods. And then I realized every single, Thumb, you and Furret have such long and annoying to type names. And I think Remy's mods have, like, single word names for the most part. Which would be a hilarious thing to just kind of watch you all just trying to be like, time/timeout user. That would be a funny thing. Also, we're 1 minute away from adding a thing. What the hell was... I feel like there was something I kind of wanted to add. I don't know.
Look at them trying to speed type Furret _ lob _ corp _ employee.
Employee? What if there was a chibi loon on my head? I could pin a chibi to my... Well, we already have a chibi riding... we have... Chibi has become the Doi Centaur. The Doi Centaur. Bro, I can't remember it. I don't remember what a good year was. So much of my life has been lost to the annals of time and blur. I mean, I guess I can try and look at this channel from Golden Years, I guess. What do I Ghost Chibi? Nope, I saw. Oh, yeah, the Ghost Doll. What the hell were all the names I got for that one? Hold on. It was... Sprite, Marketable Plushie, Ghost, Big Tony, and what the hell did Venvi tell me in the DMs? I have to actually scroll up a bit. That. Oh, here. Dolly. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of 2013. That was the year before Destiny came out. What was the logic behind Big Tony? I don't know. Ask Cuttlefish. That was them, right? Yeah, ask Xenomorph ask Cuttlefish / Xenomorph Enjoyer. They're the ones who came up with that, who said it. Piracy site? I don't do piracy. Therefore, I don't have a reason to know any of the sites. I know I've heard some of them said, but... I'm trying to even remember... Piracy YouTube reaction content? That's piracy, but somehow legal. And something I will never partake in. What the hell? I was gonna say, okay, let's try and think of the... I'm trying to think of the YouTube channel golden year-wise. Last year was actually quite good for the channel, I feel. In a few ways. Because last year... Yeah, last year for the channel, I'll say, was a good year. So 2024 between... Fair use edition. Oh, so they have to give me a lobotomy. I think I've legitimately said if ever I do reaction, like live reaction content, there might be a case where I do less so of a reaction and more so of a breakdown if I ever have anything relevant to say on a thing. That is kind of the thing of full video reaction, no. Live reaction, not really a good thing to do because you really can't know if you're going to do a thing. But if I ever have anything actually relevant to say on a thing, like one more so akin to like a breakdown or something like that, then maybe. Point of view. Vtuber models have come so far. That's not even gonna be a thing where I would react to that, but no. Last year, 2024, between being more open to collabs, song cover, the start of the song cover stuff going on. I've already. Wait, how many? String Theocracy. Mugen, Dear Agony, a couple in the works, one of which has been on pause. Okay, so 3 song covers so far, 2, yeah, the start of the Singing Loon era, which I've also debated. Okay, I know not everyone here is a member, but good idea for membership streams, practicing songs for karaoke, for future karaokes. I also realized I need to add an image. So it can't be bad. Now, this year so far, at least for the channel, has not been overwhelmingly great, I'll tell you that much. Let me want ad. Adult Ruin chapters? That would be cool if I in any way cared about it. I've never played Undertale, never played Deltarune, don't have an interest really in either of them at this point. It's like, I saw that was a thing, and, you know, I see people get excited over the thing. And I'm just like, good for you! Cool! Very unfortunate. Hopefully this year is better. Where the hell? No, that's too. What the hell? What do I want to add? That doesn't take it. Can't edit from an angle of a game that doesn't take it. I mean, more so, I've seen and heard too much about Undertale, so I mean, it's like that one would be less of anything, and it's just, I don't know. I completely forgot. Oh my god. Sorry, I just remembered this was a thing. From some time back in the day when I played Yu-Gi-Oh! More regularly. It's like, ah, yes, the streamer luck. That's not what we're gonna add. But God, I found that funny. Look at my letter. Well, enjoy your time away there. What about brain rotting? Well, you'll notice the timer is, well, that's not a timer on screen right now. The asasasasa is a timer that counts down, and I add a random image every single time. And by random, I mean it's either suggestions or whatever I want. What in the hell do I want? What in the hell do I actually want at the moment? You too, Cookie. Oh. Looncore. What would Looncore be at this point? That terminology scares me almost. Hold on. What do I even want to add? Hold on. Yeah, screw it. This will be fun. Spider friend. Actually, hold on. No. We're not gonna add the spider friend here. Alright, I am confused. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna go, instead of that one, we are going to go and put the spider in here so that he can kind of sit in my head and have fun. There we go. Spider friend gets to be on my head. Add the color green. Apparently along with a Windows alert. Alright, that is what we're doing here. You are afraid of me? Look, I just like spiders. They're fun. They're nice and fun. I guess depending on what your monitor will display, it might not even be, you know, spider loon. Look, I've said if I wanted to have any type of animal mascot around here, it would be some form of crystallized spider. 1 second. Funny thing, I looked up Looncore and I'm getting like outdoor tools. Okay, well, that's an interesting little thing there. Nah, I try to just not bother them. I try to let spiders be their own thing. Interesting. Are you attempting to get me to starve with you? Are you attempting to get me to starve with you? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? That a thing? Why am I shoving my microphone into my face more and more aggressively? I don't even think it's doing anything.
Communism, our starvation, comrade.
Why did I do that? Our starvation, comrade. Our starvation, comrade. God, I need to either replay. God, what is the news on Tiny Bunny?
Money.
Right. Wait. Did that? I forget. All super chats get read out by the text-to-speech. So Thumb, you overrid your own moderator super chat. You overrid your own moderator and you use the general voice. That would be a thing if you need to. Ow, pain! So spider me, don't hurt my friend! Funny thing, the reason I have this is because sometime when I was playing Doom, I made a short for it. This was back when I cut stuff into shorts. The spider exists because when I played Doom, and a few other times on stream, there's a spider that would like to just come down within like 3 inches of the front of my face. And I was just like, oh, interesting. Oh, there's a spider here. And then he just kind of kept, and I was like, hold on, gotta take a break from streaming. I gotta let this little guy outside. I want to say guy based on his size. Also, Thumb, I didn't say directly. Thank you for the super chat there where you just say money. They are food. No, spiders are friend to me. Spiders are my friends. I cannot bring myself to harm a spider. Literally, the last time I killed a spider, I ended up feeling a stabbing pain in my chest because I regretted what I did for a couple hours. Spiders, I am not going to kill unless unless it is very, very, very good reason. Spiders are the most scary thing. How dare you insult my friends? I'm gonna make the crystal spider animal thing just so that, or should I just make it so that I can just turn into a crystal spider? That was a room full of humans? Interesting. I mean, I guess to be fair... Wait, how's this gonna work? Oh, what the? Oh, God, I forgot. Okay, man, this is where I'm centered? Interesting. I mean, I guess I could already turn myself into whatever you want to call this. Oh, right. Didn't I add the image? Oh, yeah, I added spider. Oof. All right, we can reset the timer. I have lost the timer. Hold on. I have actually lost... Oh, there's the timer. There we go. All right. Money? Watches Bleach here. I think Bleach is one of those where I never actually even tried to watch it. Somehow that was... Actually, to be fair, I didn't watch a lot of long form... The longest form anime I ever watched, it's not even super, super long in the grand scheme of things, was Yu Yu Hakusho. Which is like, what, 120-something episodes? I think it ruins it. I did not know that. I do hear good things about the anime, though. But I do not know anything about the manga to anime comparison there. I haven't noticed anybody because that doesn't make sense. So money. I mean, you could just make it a, well, I guess if you make it a wall of money emotes, you would have to exclaim speak, or you would need to just accept the fact that you're gonna get the gah! I wonder, God, I would not be able to do this, but if I had a small army of people I could tell to do... It's funny, I can tell that sound file, tell this for a while, I can tell that sound file is making, like, peaking sound, corruption. Loon money. I need more memberships to add more emotes. I mean, it's an interesting thing. Damn you, censorship. Damn you, censorship. I don't know how, in what way it's censored, because I've seen basically nothing. I've basically seen nothing of Bleach other than a few of the character designs in general? Gotta be censorship. No, that is the worst boat ever. That is the worst boat ever. Oh, so it unfortunately severed. The anime just has bruises. Oh God, that is aggressively censored. Like, why are we trying? What is the Bleach anime like age rating that it says it's intended for? The Bleach anime is generally rated TV-14. It's rated TV-14. Why not just go full-on adult? Just let it be gore. Just let it be an adult that I get, wait, how in the hell? This is the AI overview, so, you know, take that for what it is. The Bleach anime generally rated TV-14. Some sources suggest 12+ for the manga. Wait, the maturity level of individual viewers is also a factor. That's always going to be a factor. Age ratings are to account for, like, majority stuff. Oh, that's an interesting thing that I just went down there. Oy. Please, is your favorite drink? Oh boy, is your Tide Pod your favorite snack too? God, we were talking about children and how annoying and dumb they can be. That we don't look. Tide Pod is not a snack. How do you know? Oh, you know, they're just a good combo. Not Bleach in the eye. Oh God. Sorry, I had to actually. Well, there was. For reasons, I had to recently Google actually like Bleach in eye injuries, and oh my God, yeah, no, eye horror is a thing. God, speaking of eye horror, I need to play Dead Space 2 at some point. That's on the list. aren't snacks, then the road signs aren't free. Everything's free if you're not caught. Hence my one friend who stole a bunch of stuff. Children, be not smart. Yeah, children, very stupid. What was I gonna Google? I was gonna Google something. Oh my god, what was I gonna Google? Right, yeah. Oh my god. So I just wanted to Google something because later in the year for, you know, October be the horror month. Google the Black Silence. No, if I wanted to Google the Black Silence, I could... Actually, hold on. No, I have a... Better. Better yet, why Google the Black Silence? Yeah. I mean, if we really want the void... Hold on, don't I actually have the void setting here? Yeah, here. Oh, so I forgot that I... look, we have this void setting. Didn't I? Yeah, no, I forgot that. God. Sorry, there's just a thing with Chloe having the, like, see-through thing to this. I was moving my head, and my headphone made a noise that sounded like breathing, and I was very concerned for a moment. Other way back to here. Oh, right, the timer reset. Okay, well,
That's that. And this is this.
Indeed. Yeah, I don't think the timer is going to hit down to the bottom before I decide to end. Brothers Guy, breathing world, breathing wheel. But what about a breathing bean? The bean of breath, the breath of beans. And inside of them, you collect the spleens. Intentionally stub their toe. My pinky toes are likely dust at this point, and I've drawn too much blood. Therefore, no, I don't intentionally do it because pain. They paid too much attention. I do not understand this reference. To be fair, I made a very obscure one early on as well, so I mean, I'm not one to talk. It's Skurbubs. The lovely Skurbubs of reference. The qualifier was that you likely will not get the reference. I don't understand this reference. I am confused. How long to white? Well, he hasn't been suggested yet. Wait, is he already? He should be in the. He's in the scene somewhere, right? I need to clean this scene out at some point. Hold on. God, this is too much of a mess. You can reference something actually relatively mainstream, and I probably wouldn't get it. Oh, right, well, you can barely see that one. God, that is perfectly censoring my face. The zombie vampire animation I made, the golem brief little animation. Oh, yeah, White Knight is here. Yeah, we can see the bottom half of red there. Another me. background for the String Theocracy cover I did. Again, I still do not understand this reference. This is not a reference I was made to understand, apparently. Not a reference. Actually, well, that's gonna be annoying. Hold on. Oh, right. Okay. Well, you know, get flashed by abs, I guess. Hold on. I forgot I had that here. I have no idea. Is that something to... I have no idea anything on that situation. I have no idea. Information irrelevant. Fire indeed. And also dance. I do just love how the gun happens to cut off any singular line chat messages perfectly. God, this is... But can the fire dance? I mean... Kinda. Wait a minute. What is it called again? Hold on. The fire can absolutely dance. Here we have dancing fire. It's just good. Yeah, don't mind for it doing that. Oh, you pause volume. Well, there's a bit of a downside to the fact that what? My mods all have access to their own sound folders. I apologize for that. And that one literally has audio peaking artifacts in it. All right, we now have dancing fire. I wonder, can I? No, I can't have multiple at the same time. I don't think. Unfortunate. Alright, well, one second, we're just gonna make this back to Chibi. Has jump scared many? Yes, it has, including yourself, because I'm sure there's times you've accidentally triggered it without knowing. Why? Alright, fire gets to go back to normal. Up, up. Lever. We have the... You understand the... I mean, I'm sure it popped up somewhere in the upper right corner, probably obscured by gun and doy. Whoa. Whoa. What am I touching? Oh, right. Oh, right, because you're the face. You are the face. You must go now. You and... Yeah. Thank you for stopping by, Flyball. Always good to see you again. God, hope you're feeling better from the food poisoning. Come tomorrow morning. Join the server. Welcome to whatever the hell that is. What's been going on in there lately? You're welcome. You're welcome enough, as long as you do not violate rules. That is how that works. That is simply how that goes. Hopefully, yeah, I pray for your insides. How do I make you gay? Depends on it depends on what degree you mean by like. And that's all relatively relative, I'd say. And that is much more of a complex issue within the brain to solve than I am capable of doing. And I don't have access to your brain, therefore I can't really solve. So, you know, I plead the fifth. Something like that, I guess. I don't know, maybe. A fifth pleading. God, why am I always so... my tired... Like, I started the stream more tired than I am now. I've gained energy throughout. Why is that how I am? Why is that how I am? Why am I getting more weight? But I also want to... Interesting. I'm trying to debate something within my brain. RJ2 keeps... It looks like you said keeps treeming, and I'm just like, what is treeming, and why should I keep doing it? Wait, what?
I am confused by several things. I do not know what is to do.
The thing is, this energy might be... I may want to use this energy elsewhere, because I do have some other stuff I want to work on off-stream. Stuff that need be worked on off-stream. And I think we have made enough progress into absolutely destroying all of this here. Have your message... Look, Joe can... Joe is one of the anomalies where it's like, we just kind of see the messages as they come, they disappear. Also, half is incredibly generous. It's like 90 to 80%. Something along those lines. But yeah, I do think... God, how in the hell did this stream manage to go on this long? I literally almost made this a 5-minute stream because I thought it would be funny, and now here we are, almost 4 hours later. I thought this would be... Are femboys the topic of discussion? Because, look, if femboys get brought up, I actually have stuff to say on them. Because I've... Oh, God, where's Shaw? Where the hell... Save your X. Because this being, quote, I love the quote, strongest femboy this side of Alucard to describe this boy. Which, to be fair, the game, incredibly fun. Also considering... Whatchamacallit, what in the hell? Oh yeah, considering I've said that's very not far off from my actual body type, so I'm just like, well, guess I'm a femboy now. Or M. Valid arguments for femboy. I mean, I feel like I'd be a hypocrite if I said anything against femboy, because then I'd be saying stuff against myself. The car from Helsing looks... One second, where is Google image Alucard Helsing? Do I have an incognito tab up now? I just look up everything in an incognito. Alucard Helsing. I feel that's a little bit subjective. I see appeals going both ways. That's called self-reproach. I can get... It would be... I wouldn't, is the thing. Also... God, I did want to actually...
Yes, who's back?
Yeah, you are, Bird, I remember. I did actually want to at some point... God, I wish I could get the original Slave Zero to work, but that is a really long, annoying process that I don't know if it's worth it. But I did actually want to, at some point, revisit Slave Zero X if it weren't for the fact that I still remember the Hammer guys. And that was back when it was called Hammer, not Hamnimer, so don't worry, I'm not misspeaking. But yeah. Hamnimer, yeah. I will say it. Yeah, no, I am probably gonna... I am gonna wrap up stream here just so I can get a bit of time to work on some stuff. But, yes, I do. So Spider Friend, say bye-bye for now. As per usual. God, I need to clean up this scene. As per... Why am I moving Chloe around? Move me. Oh, God, I'm moving both of us. Oh, Chloe, what are you doing there? Chloe, oh, not on stream. Sorry, Chloe, you get to go away for now. Sorry, that looked weird. No, look, I must work on other stuff. Look, while streaming is the fun and easy part of all of this, there is stuff that I need to make myself focus on off-stream. I need to be thinking about that. Look, I leaned and it looked like she was going for like the back of my. Look, okay, look. Yeah, I must work on stuff. I must make myself work on stuff for the sake of stuff. If all I did was stream, like I said earlier, lately I've been just feeling the channel has stagnated lately and something needs to change. I want to try and work both off stream on stuff that I need to work on and potentially a bit of a restructuring to how streams are done around here. What? Error code out of memory. My live stream tab just died because it said, quote, out of memory.
So must I say hababi manager?
I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. We are not even halfway in use. Why are you saying out of memory? Welcome back, I guess, to the chat. Okay. Better years ago. The thing is I didn't, but yeah. Also, I'm not gonna say anything official, but potentially coming soon might be restructuring and a little bit more structuring how streams are done and potentially scheduled, just so that people have a better idea of when stuff happens and how that all works. Because I also need to work on, being a little more regular on stuff, so not sure when that'll happen or what form it's going to take or how exactly that's gonna work, but I hope I can, at some point relatively soon, get a bit of a better structure going around here. Because lately it's just been feeling like doing the same thing. The same thing I've been doing hasn't exactly been working. But I'll make a little thing once I get a bit more ideas as to what I want to do. Just need to actually think through the ideas. But for now, don't worry about that. I simply say I thank everyone who came on new. Just hope people found enjoyment from whatever the hell this was. And as always, bye. Wait, before I say bye, what's the last rule again? Is that the welcome to hell? Oh, don't worry. That's just a... look, we do enforce it, but that is just because that's a thing I actually do, is whenever I say welcome to hell, I always say welcome to hell, may I take your order? And therefore, I'm forcing my ideals upon everyone. Either way, actual bye.
Bye bye.